Freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a molly, now she rubbing on me. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a perky, now she rubbing on me. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. Butt booty naked and they smoking good weed. Wanna fuck with the gang cause they know we from the street. Gotta fuck you T if you wanna fuck me. I take a little bitch and I get the bitch down. And after I fuck her, I pass her around. Her ass not so fat, but I want me some throat. Put that little bitch in the yoke. If you so dick, better slurp it. My dick won't go down, I'm on Perkins. Give me the neck like a turkey. Keep rubbers, I can't catch the herpes. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a molly, now she rubbing on me. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a perky, now she rubbing on me. I put the bitch out of Blaze. I put the bitch out of Onyx. I put the bitch in the lure. Young nigga getting some money. I'm fucking little bitches in college. Like a nigga run the ball. All I do is straight ball. Your bitch is sucking on my ball. For the bitch one time. Cause she didn't have wall. I ain't wanna hurt the little bitch feelings, so I blocked the bitch call. If you love me, let me fuck your friend. You and I, but your friend is 10. She on my dick when she saw the bins. Now she sliding in my DM. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a molly, now she rubbing on me. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a perky, now she rubbing on me.
Yeah. What up? You already know, man. You already know it's the man about town, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned into another episode of Real Talk Podcast. Yeah. That was my man, Nike Boy Zeke right there, man. What y'all know about that, man? What y'all know about that nigga Nike Boy, man? Nike Boy Zeke. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? That's the homie Nike Boy, man. You hear me? Nike Boy being my man Red Supreme chat. And he got his own thing popping too, man. He got some nigga Nike Boy funny as hell though, but I like that nigga Nike Boy, man. You know what I'm talking about? I like his music, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I shared that just to support the brother, you feel me? And if he watching and listening, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If he listening, Nike Boy, you know, I told you niggas fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, man. 10 freaky hoes in my Airbnb. She just popped a Molly. That's it. Oh, me. Nigga Nike Boy, man. That shit was hard, wasn't it, Uncle Diggity, man? Nike Boy got some hard shit, man. Y'all go over there and check Nike Boy Zeke out, man. Nike Boy got some fire shit. Cupcake, what's good? You already know. Love to you too, baby. You did. How did y'all like last night's show, man? Oh, I got some emails. You hear me? I got some email. I even got some text behind last night's show. You know what I'm talking about? And I appreciate all the support, man. But y'all be watching from them clouds, man. Y'all gotta start hitting that like button, man. Y'all gotta start hitting that like button, and y'all gotta start telling people to subscribe, man. Yeah, you like that? You like that joint right there, didn't you, Uncle Diggity? That's Nike Boy, man. Nike Boy Z. You know what I'm talking about? Nike Boy Zeke got some bangers over there for real, man. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Nike Boy got some tracks for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Nike Boy be going in, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, my man Nike Boy Zeke, man. Y'all go tap in with the brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nike Boys Entertainment, bitch. Yeah, nigga, that's your home. Roll through the hood, look, you screaming, beat. God damn, man. Yeah. You ain't gotta keep calling, man. Just come to the back door, man. Yeah. All right. Got a $1 million trap house, $1 million cell phone, 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 $1 million trap house. Ooh.
I know one in Cupcake.
Ooh. Got a $1 million trap house. Ooh. Yeah, give my 5 minutes. Got a $1 million cell phone. Ooh. Yeah, I'll be over there, man. Jumping off a hot phone, jumping off an iPhone, jumping off a Metro, bitch, I got 5 phones. Leave me at Kroger, say he won't 5 zone. Said he just pulled up, did he have me high low? Looking like a trapper, pull up in a Challenger, trapping East Atlanta, speaks like Africa, weed in the cancer, bitch is a dancer. I'm not a boyfriend, I'm the bitch manager. I caught 5 bricks this morning, now they gone. Bitch gone. I got $3 million cell phone. Ooh. Clean like Boosie, wipe me down, cause I'm on. Yeah. D-boy shit, a brand new biz. $1 million trap house, $1 million cell phone. 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 $1 million trap house. Ooh. Got a $1 million cell phone. Ooh. Yeah, got a $1 million trap house. Ooh. Got a $1 million cell phone. Ooh. iPhone 10 going crazy. iPhone 10 going crazy. Yeah. LG phone going crazy. So you out the house like a candy lady. Ooh. Good crack like the 80s. Whipped the phone and a baby. Whooped up a brand new Mercedes. Cocaine white say custom shaded. Yeah. Trap house by East Lake. Sell 35 no wait.
Hey.
Or based in the pot straight. Worst same color as Drake. Sell you some bags out of Hidden. Ride around the city with a city. Yeah. Gucci bag full of blue bitches. About to cash out on the billy. Got a $1 million trap house, $1 million cell phone. 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 $1 million trap house. Ooh. Got a $1 million cell phone. Ooh. Got a $1 million trap house. Ooh. Got a $1 million cell phone. Ooh.
Yeah, man, y'all go check the homie Nike Boy Zeke out, man. You did. That's the homie right there. He being my man Red Tap, man. T George, what's good with you, baby? Y'all already know what it is, man. We here. How did y'all like last night's show, man? Put a 1 in the chat if you was in the building last night and you just loved last night's show. I'm talking about you just loved it. Was it a beautiful teaching last night? Was it powerful? Did you hear something you never heard before last night? Did you get put up on some illustrious game that made you look at things a little different? You understand what I'm saying, man? Did y'all go get Brave New World yet? Yeah, beautiful, man. Thank you, man. It was an honor and a privilege, y'all. It's an honor and a privilege to sit up here and break these things down to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all in attendance. I appreciate y'all coming in, supporting. You could be anywhere in the world on this beautiful Thursday evening, man. You know, they got the winter blast, Arctic blast, all that stuff coming through. If you're in the Midwest region, man, you know what I'm talking about? Supposed to drop all these below the degrees weather, temperatures and all that. You know, I'm talking about freezing over the rain and all that. So if y'all driving out there, make sure you be careful. But last night was powerful, was it not? Huh? How long I've been telling y'all about the hatcheries? Y'all need to go get that Brave New World, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all need to go get that book right now, man. It's a beautiful Christmas gift if you're going to celebrate such a hellacious holiday. Yeshua wasn't born on no goddamn December 25th. Me and my pops going in on Sunday, y'all, Christmas Day. Spiritual Roots Sunday, Spiritual Roots of Christmas. Me and my pops is going in. You're not going to want to miss this one. Y'all thought we weren't going to go in on Sunday because it's Christmas. We don't give a damn about Christmas, man. Yeshua wasn't born no damn December 25th. Oh, but Tammuz was. Dionysius was. Oh, we're going to get to it on Sunday. It's not going to be a show that y'all want to miss. All right? We're going to get straight to it. And it's going to be a beautiful teaching, man. You understand what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man. Last night's show was powerful. You did. Powerful. I'm surprised that they didn't take it down, so I'm going to leave it on YouTube. I'll put it on Patreon, true. I'm debating if I'm going to leave it up on YouTube or not. I'm going to make my decision by the end of the night, by the end of this show tonight. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all, man? 50-50 relationships, right? What y'all think about them 50-50 relationships, man? All right. Now, everybody, I ain't going to say everybody, but I'm going to say I'm pretty sure it's a nice majority of people who hear the term 50-50 relationships and they automatically just shrug and they automatically just, like, huh? Like, not understanding that 50-50 relationships in its original, purpose and design was a strictly financial thing, right? Especially considering in today's economic climate, in most places in America, you absolutely need two incomes to keep to keep things going. You know what I mean? It's like, and when I say two incomes, I don't necessarily mean like you and your partner, your girl, whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? That, that could be just for yourself. You know what I mean? But if you're going to have a girl or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the situation may be, you know what I mean? Naturally, it's going to take two incomes coming in to make the situation a beautiful thing. You know what I'm talking about? Financially anyway. You hear what I'm saying, man? So, you know what I mean? We're going to get into it tonight, man. Some mixed feelings on this right here, and that's all good. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into it. The benefits of a 50-50 relationship and the fallacy of a 50-50 relationship. We're going to get into it all. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in and walk with us, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing your social engineering, you know what I'm talking about? Go over to that Patreon, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to tonight's show, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how we do it, man. Go ahead, smash that like button, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page and all that. Sharing your social engineering, man. Tell everybody to tap on in. You understand what I'm saying, man? What's good with y'all? Y'all see how y'all like them Nike Boy tracks, man. Y'all know Nike Boy, man, being my man Red comment section, man. My man Nike Boy. Y'all go subscribe to Nike Boy. The real gotta support the real, man. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man. We got this we got the weekend coming up for Christmas and all of that, man. And this time of year, oddly enough, this is one of the times. This is like, I really don't like this time of year. There's a lot of reasons why. One is because, due to this fallacy of this false ass holiday, you know what I'm saying, people be made to feel like they got to go do all this crazy stuff just to provide some gifts for their children or whatever like that, man. and it's just terrible, man. You know, it's just horrible. You know, I'm not knocking anybody who celebrates Christmas if that's what you choose to do, because that's your choice to do. But just like for me, it's my choice to not do. I'm not about to sit up here and just sit here and tell you silly or you stupid because you want to celebrate Christmas. I mean, that's on you to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of guy. I don't, what people do is none of my business. You know what I mean? I ain't about to sit up here and be like, you celebrate Christmas, you're stupid, you're dumb, you do blah, blah, blah. Nah, I ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that, man. You know what I'm saying? But what I am gonna do is to do what I do. You know what I'm talking about? And Sunday, me and my pops is definitely going in, right? All right. Now, y'all know I'll be finding these articles, right? I'll be finding these articles, man. And we're going to start the show off with this article right here. You hear me? We're going to start the night off right with this article right here, right? Why 50-50 in relationships isn't possible. Disney and High School Musical have pretty much screwed us in the terms of relationship expectations. I mean, if you don't meet your soulmate being forced to sing on the New Year's Eve cruise with your family, where will you? In an age of split-second swiping decisions and terrible Tinder dates, you think that when you find a real relationship, the hard part is over. As your self-proclaimed fairy god girlfriend, it's my job to give it to you straight. Relationships are hard and take effort to make them work. One of the biggest misconceptions is that 50-50 is the way to go, and I'm here to tell you why that won't work, right? This chick right here, just tap in and walk with her, right? It's unreasonable to expect that 100% of the time you will be able and willing to do half of everything in your relationship and expect your partner to pick up the other half. For example, if the rule in the household is that the husband cooks in the kitchen and the wife cleans up the kitchen, that would be an example of a 50-50 partnership. It's certainly fair and should be easy enough to keep up with. But life isn't like that. A healthy relationship shouldn't be a one-way street. Other, they are not burdened by being aware of carrying their own equal amount of weight. They understand things will not always be perfectly balanced. In a true partnership, you would work together as a team, picking up the slack for the other when things just aren't falling into place. To be clear, by no means am I advocating for you to do all the housework and your man to sit on the couch and play video games. More on that later. I suggest a 60-60 rule. Oh gosh, listen, this is and I picked this article for a specific reason. Tap in and walk with me. She says, I suggest a 60-60 rule. This doesn't necessarily mean the contributions are perfectly equal. It just means each person is giving it his or her part plus that extra 10%. What y'all think about that, man, with this girl saying? I'm about to read some more of this girl's article, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? And of course, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to have to discuss it, you know what I'm talking about? Because I'm pretty sure when I think about this term 50-50 relationship, I'm thinking there's some pros to this and there's some cons to this. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be fair across the board. We got to get straight to it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's finish reading. A healthy relationship is a support system. For a support system to be a true symbiotic system, see, that's what I'm saying. A relationship is not supposed to be symbiotic. Do you understand the term symbiotic or symbiosis or symbiote? All right. Symbiotic. Girl. All right. Symbiotic. Right. Symbiote is the base word. Right. All right. Now, when I think of the word symbiotic, I automatically think of this because I think of the term symbiote. All right. You hear me, y'all? Right? Symbiosis or symbiosis, interaction between two different organisms living in close physical association, typically to the advantage of both. Right? A mutually beneficial relationship between different people or groups. Right? The Greek term symbios or symbion or symbiosis or symbiosis. Right? Now, when I think of symbiote, I automatically think of one thing, man. When I hear the word symbiote, guess what comes to mind? Huh? All my comic book heads out there, man. Exactly, Cupcake. But when I hear the word symbiote, and I think about the term symbiotic and the root word being symbiote, right? First thing that comes to my mind when I hear the term symbiote, right? What y'all know about venom? Huh? See, when you hear the term symbiote, you think like, oh well, yeah, that's relationships are symbiotic, right? But understand that there's more than one meaning to the root word symbiote. And symbiote, it means in scientific terms, in biological terms, right? A symbiote is a parasite. Huh? In all actuality, the relationship, when it's symbiotic in its origin, one of the parties in this relationship or companionship to the disadvantage of the other, right? Now it may seem like both parties are benefiting, but in actuality, one of them is siphoning the energy or trawling the energy from its host in a parasitic fashion. So symbiotic and parasitic, they're related. So when I think of symbiote or symbiotic or symbiosis, I automatically think of venom, which was a parasitic alien, right? Which was symbiotic in its nature, meaning that it needed a host in order to manifest its true power and potential. Standing alone by itself, a symbiote, right, is potential. But when it locks with a host, a companion, right, it becomes kinetic. Now think about venom. Right? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, y'all, man. Hit that like button. Let's get back to this silly ass article from this girl, man. Oh my God, man. Let's get to it, man. All right. A healthy relationship is a support system. For a support system to be a true symbiotic system, for a support system to be a true parasitic system, it needs to be a two-way street, hence the 60-60 rule. Both partners should establish themselves as supportive figures in each other's lives. Consider your relationship an investment, but not a business. Now, that's a misnomer right there. Conducting a relationship as a business deal will be detrimental to your relationship in the long run. When you see your partnership as quid pro quo, you are more conditional with your actions. Work to cultivate a more generous culture of giving in your relationship. That can be through loving, verbally, gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, or just being thoughtful and intentional with the time you give to your partner. I can agree with that. When your relationship is your top priority, you need to treat it as a separate entity. The relationship needs full effort and attention in order to thrive. Instead of being on opposite sides, you are now on one team that is working together towards the needs of the relationship. The problem with the 50-50 is that if you define your relationship in terms of fairness and equality, then your partnership soon turns into a contest with scorekeeping as a priority. I can agree with that to some extent. Even if you win, you lose. You lose intimacy in your relationship. You lose the ability to surprise and delight the one you love. And overall, you lose the atmosphere of respect. Instead, you should do your best to understand and support your partner's dreams. In fact, dream with your partner. Like I said, I can agree with some of her points, and to a certain extent, she's right. But pay attention to what Cupcake said, though. All of that, what that girl said, can apply and can be true, right? But at the same time, look at the structure: God, man, woman, child. You hear me? Everybody working together in their respective roles. See, when it comes to 50-50 relationships, if they were ran under the structure of God, man, woman, child, right? 50-50 relationships can work out good, because that would just mean, like I said in its original terms, 50-50 was applicable for economical reasons, financially, versus just the man being the sole provider. When women were given the ability to work and all that stuff and make money, the 50-50 relationships terminology was basically designed to apply to that. You know what I mean? Bringing together two incomes, right, to go 50-50 half on the financial expenses. But at the same time, being able to maintain that same structure of God, man, woman, and child, even though the woman is helping to bring in part of the income for the family. That's why I used to always love when Kev used to ask chicks, what part of the financial load of the family would you like to be responsible for a lifetime? XL Pro, what it do, man? You feel me? I used to love when Kev used to ask chicks that, though, because almost 9 times out of 10, chicks do not want to be responsible for any part of the financial load pertaining to the family. But oddly enough, chicks want to have 50-50 say so in the decision making, which is totally out of proper structure and order. That is not God, man, woman, child. Right? And it's very difficult for a lot of chicks, especially due to the over damn near 100 years of indoctrination, right? It's kind of difficult for most females to understand this aspect of this term 50-50 relationships, because see, they think when they say 50-50 relationship, that means 50-50 authority. And it absolutely does not mean that. Right? Your woman is not supposed to have authority over you. You cease to be a man when you allow woman or women to have authority over you. That is out of proper order, structure, and design. That is not God, man, woman, child. So all y'all guys out there, allowing y'all's woman, wife, whatever, to have authority over you, y'all need to tighten up. Because ain't no way in hell a woman should ever have authority over a man when it comes to a relationship. Ever. You wasn't designed to be having no authority over your husband. And this is what I say, we got to get back to proper order, structure, and design. Because when family units is ran under this design, this structure, God, man, woman, children, it can be a very beautiful thing. Right? But see, this 50-50 thing was introduced and misconstrued with just the financial responsibilities, and now it went to the authoritative responsibilities. right? My man Uncle Diggity said, no, sir. Right? Y'all dudes out there tripping, man. Happy wife, happy life. That's some of the most sucker ass shit I ever heard in my goddamn life. As if it's a husband's responsibility to make his wife happy or vice versa. Right? 50-50 relationships, man. What up, OG? What it do, man? Right? See, 50-50 relationships sound good, but you got to understand where this ideology comes from, though. And this is due to the indoctrination. You understand what I'm saying? This is due to the indoctrination, right? Most chicks who feel some type of way about 50-50 relationships, and the reason why they feel like that, because when it comes to 50-50 relationships, they know that deep down inside they don't want to have to be responsible for half of the family financial load, while at the same time not having say so on the decision making 50-50. My man OG said, happy man, happy plans. That's the way I see it. I know that's right, OG, man. You know, it's going to be a lot of mixed feelings on this topic, though. But since women were not designed to ever be in any form of authority over man, ever, right? A lot of y'all's opinions get kind of obliterated by that right there, because that is not proper order, structure, and design. Right? And then to be honest, ladies, man, y'all really don't want to be responsible for some things in a relationship, right? I know this to be true because I talk to actual women, man. And I talk to women who actually have been in that authoritative role, and they absolutely did not like it. Now, they might perp, and, you know, some chicks can sit up here and try to perp like they actually like it, like they actually want to have authority over a male, right? But in all actuality, if y'all actually come across a guy like that, you probably will end up not liking him. And if you marry that dude, you most certainly, right, you're certainly going to have not a lot of respect for him. My man Blake Monger in the building. What's good with you, brother? Blake Monger said, I can't lie. My parents had a 50-50 relationship for 39 years, up until my dad passed away in 2019. My mother actually brought in more income than my father since 1993, but Pops always ran the house. You feel me? That's how it's supposed to be. You don't give a damn how much money you make. If you make more money than your husband, that doesn't mean you have 50-50 authority in the relationship. Right? Right. That's a fact, Cupcake. I'm guessing you meant to say my honest opinion. If we're with who we're designed to be with, it's going to be great. Men are supposed to lead, and us ladies are counsel to our head. Exactly. And understand that there's a difference between giving counsel and advice. Huh? Right? Tap in and walk with us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me switch this up real quick. Right? So when it comes to 50-50 relationships, y'all, man, what y'all think about it? You know what I'm talking about? We're about to open up this panel, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to open up this goddamn panel. You understand me? And I want some of y'all ladies especially to come up here and speak on this, man. Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the financial aspect of a 50-50 relationship, y'all, you know what I mean? We're talking about financial aspect. From a financial aspect, it makes sense to have two incomes coming in. It makes sense to have financial. Well, I ain't gonna. Let me reiterate this. Right. It makes sense to have two incomes coming in. It makes sense for us to, you know what I'm saying, or if we're not going to completely split all bills and expenses completely down the middle, 50-50 will also be, sitting at the table, right? And sitting down and working out who's going to pay what, right? Who's going to be responsible for what financial responsibilities. Like I say, Kev used to always ask, how much of the family financial load would you like to be responsible for a lifetime? And when it comes down to it, most chicks don't want to be responsible for really any part of the financial familial load. And if they do, very little. It's very few females, very few women out there who actually like to have half of the financial responsibilities. Lance Parker was good. All right. Most chicks want to have less than half of the financial responsibilities. Correct? But see, this is where the misconstruing comes in at. Because like I say, when it comes to being responsible for financial situations in the family, right, or in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to a lot of y'all chicks, man, a lot of y'all chicks misconstrue that with having 50-50 authority in the relationship. My man Blade Marver said his mom's income helped our family move out the hood in 1993. Yeah, but how many chicks are able to be the financial, you know what I'm saying? How many chicks who are, let's basically say, for the lack of a better term, let's say if chicks are the breadwinner in the situation, how many of them are willing to be half responsible for the financial load while at the same time giving up their alleged illusory authority that they think comes along with that? Right? You hear me? Most chicks automatically associate, well, if I have to be responsible for half of the financial load, then that means that I have half of say so in what goes on in the household. Huh? And what Cupcake say? She said, baby, I don't have a problem with 50-50. Two incomes is needed, but I can't lie. I prefer to take care of home if my husband can financially sustain us. If it takes two, then I'm doing my part. Exactly. But what about this, though? Let me ask y'all ladies this question. I'm about to open up this panel, too, in about 8 minutes at the 45-minute mark, man. Right? Let me ask y'all ladies this, right? What y'all think about 50-50 financial responsibility, but the husband still is the head of the household, meaning he makes all the decisions. He's the authoritative figure in this one, right? Oh, you already know, man. Everybody's welcome to chime in on this when I open up this panel, man. You know, are y'all willing to be half responsible for the financial responsibilities of the family or the relationship, while at the same time leaving all authority and decision making to your man or husband? Of course, at the behest of your wise counsel, which is not the same as advice, right? Most of y'all are not going to be willing to do that due to the indoctrination and also due to the total destruction of the actual structure of a family unit, which is God, man, woman, and child, right? And like I say, if y'all look, I say, my man Red say this all the time too. Shout out to my man Red Supreme TV1. A lot of y'all chicks, y'all don't want equality in a relationship. Y'all want gender superiority. And this is majorly part, right? Or should I say majorly due to the Jezebel spirit, right? That whole boss bitch mentality. Y'all really got this whole idea of a power couple, right? We're making all of this money. I'm making all of this money. My husband's making all of this money, right? Huh? Yeah, man. How many of y'all chicks is willing to pay half of the financial load while your husband has all of the authority when it comes to decision making for the family? Huh? That is the question. Most of y'all are not. Most women ain't gonna be most women don't want to pay 20% of the family financial load, let alone half, and they don't have no say so in the decision making. Huh? He is supposed to be the head, even if I'm 50-50. Even if I make more, my husband is head. We speak about matters together. Exactly. Right? Speaking about matters together with the final say so in decision making over the family unit being the responsibility of the man. Exactly, Blade Monger. Income does not dictate authority. Exactly. Income does not dictate authority. Right? And a lot of y'all women, y'all just don't, y'all have been, we as a society have been so programmed and mind fucked to where when we hear about these, or when we discuss and pops up about these 50-50 relationships, right? Most women shrug at the idea because of that right there. They don't want to have to be responsible for half of the financial load if they don't get half authority and say so, right? And that's not a 50-50 relationship. A 50-50 relationship where the man is not head over all decision making for the family, all of it. You give your wise counsel, but you make no decisions. You don't have no final say so in no decisions unless it's decisions that your man delegate to you. How about that? Now that's proper order, structure, and design. That's God, man, woman, child right there. Right? The only decision you do in the family as far as decision making is that which your man delegates to you to do. And a lot of y'all just can't fathom that because y'all have been indoctrinated and consumed with the Jezebel spirit and these ideas of womanism, freedom, sexual revolution, women's rights, and all of that crap. As if women are designed to have authority or lead men in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Right? We've seen what women being the head of family structure and authority, we've seen the domino effect of such a thing in our society. Right? Exactly. We're definitely going to have discussions about what we going on in our family structure for sure, and in our relationship for sure. We are going to have a discussion. We're going to always discuss and talk things out. When I say men have the authority in a relationship, no, I do not mean that they are dictators. Right? That doesn't mean that you as a woman do not have a say so. Of course, you have a say so, and your say so counts. It matters. It's important. Your counsel is needed. Right? But when it comes to making decisions, oh, no, 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 no. Right? And we're going to get into it. Why? Right? We're going to get into why, when it comes to the family structure, it is not designed in its proper structure in order for women to make decisions. Right? Mr. O with the info. What it do, Joe? Right? My man, Mr. O, just dropped a video earlier, man. Y'all go check that joint out, man. You hear me? 50-50 relationships, gender superiority. And I agree 100% with my brother Red with that sentiment. Most of y'all chicks, y'all don't want no damn 50-50 relationship. Y'all don't even want no damn equality. Y'all want gender superiority. Y'all want to run something. That's that Jezebel spirit. Y'all want to be in control. Y'all want to have the authority. Y'all want to have say-so. Right? And you do have say-so. You have the say-so that your man or your husband delegates to you. Right? With the head of the family, which is the man, and at the all the way top, God, all decision making. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all, man. All decision making, all decisions, as far as the structure of the relationship in the family, are to be determined and meted out by the man, not the woman. Huh? Are y'all willing to pay half of the financial load while also following the proper structure of listening to your man, getting underneath your man's guidance and leadership and authority, listening to him, realizing that you're not making any decisions save for those that your man, husband delegates to you to meet out and complete? Most of y'all ain't willing to handle that. Most of y'all want to have some say-so in decision making. And let me ask y'all ladies something out there, right? You already know, Blade Mark, you know we're going to talk heavy tonight, man. You hear me? A lot of y'all ladies have been in relationships with what y'all thought were men, right? Or what you were maybe led to believe was a man, right? And y'all be thinking that what you determine a man to be or what you think a man should do, right? That what makes a man, or that's how you judge a man. And that is completely contrary, right? Women ain't never decided what men do or what makes a man. Never will, right? God, man, woman, child. That is the structure. That is the order. That is the design, right? And let's get a little bit into some controversial stuff. Matter of fact, we're going to sit up here and do this, man. You know, we're dropping the link right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop that old link. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all ladies come on in and speak on this situation, man. Come on out them clouds, hiding behind avatars and all that shit. And y'all speak up on this stuff. Can y'all be, or can you pay half of the financial load in the family or relationship while also realizing that you're not going to have say-so in the decision making as far as the final word? You got influence on the decision making, but you don't have say-so on the decision making, save for that which your husband delegates to you, right? See, a lot of y'all chicks out there, y'all can't handle that. A lot of y'all chicks can't handle being told what to do. A lot of y'all chicks don't like being under the authority of men. But here's the paradigm right here. Here's the conflict of interest right here. But y'all absolutely love being under the authority of men, or should I say, to some degrees and some extents, depending on what the situation is, y'all are willing to come under the authority of some certain men, but not other men, right? Because when it comes to these jobs y'all got that y'all go to school to get indoctrinated and programmed for, right? When y'all get these jobs working for these corporations, y'all have no problem with getting underneath the authority of that CEO or that founder of that company or that corporation, right? But it's just something about getting under the authority of your man that just grinds your gears as a woman. Or should I say as a female? Because see, women understand this. Women understand this. This is why I say that when it comes to the pimping and hoeing, this is why I say that It takes a real woman to be a hoe. And I ain't talking about y'all chicks out there professing to be hoes. I'm talking about actual hoes. You hear me? We got my brother, Mr. O, my Joe from Chicago with the info. What it do, man?
What up, Verge? What happened, Joe? It's Mr. O
Yeah,
with the info, giving what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though.
you
Dealing
already
with a
know.
blizzard, dealing with the
You
cold right now.
Yeah, we about to get it here in Columbus too, man. They said supposed to drop down to negative something degrees, man. I'm really hoping that it really get as bad as they said it is, so they don't they give us the text from our job saying we ain't got to come in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in the hospitality industry, bro.
Right,
Working in hotels. Yeah, they're gonna be. I know I'm gonna have to come in tomorrow anyway. I gotta work anyway, but I was gonna try to do that PTO thing, but nah. Now I gotta come in and make it through the cold, man. But ain't nothing new. I had to deal with this 11 years ago in 2011. They
right.
had we had 22 to 24 inches of snow that
That's crazy.
year. They shut down Lakeshore Drive, bro. Like
Right,
literally. That's one of the biggest e-ways in the whole entire country. They had
right.
basically had to tell people get out of their cars just to go home. Leave their car there on Lakeshore Drive.
My brother Uncle Diggity in the building. What's good?
Yo.
Yeah. We got my brother Mr. O with the info. We got my brother Uncle Diggity in the situation right now. Where y'all ladies at, man? I know y'all watching, man. I done got texts and stuff. Listen, y'all go ahead, tap in, hit that link, man. You know what I'm saying? It's right up there on the screen. Hit that link. It's in the chat. I'm going to put in there
Uncle
again.
Dig It Day, no doubt. What's up, fam?
We can get a fire little Q&A session right quick.
Yeah, man. Y'all ladies go ahead and tap in, man. Hit that link. Because we want to get y'all's opinion on this, man. We want to hear what y'all got to say about this, though, because I know a lot of y'all feel some type of way about this. But this is why we had this conversation, so we can bring some clarity to the situation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Mr. O, my brother, my brethren, my young brethren, no, or not so younger than me, brethren, but young brethren nonetheless. 50-50 relationships, Joe, speak on it.
All right, Verge. No, I'm in between eating some
Wait,
lunch,
baby,
man.
what's good with you?
I'm in between eating some lunch, but I'm gonna try to go ahead and keep it short and sweet
No,
as
go
possible.
ahead. If you eating your lunch, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Are you like in the you eating right now? You stuffing your face right now?
I was just munching on some fries real quick, bro. But, I'm done right now, but I can go ahead
All
and
right,
I'll
all
talk.
right. Go ahead, then, bro. Go ahead, speak on it.
All right, so
I'll give you some
this
time
is
to go run and replenish my water supply too. So go ahead.
all right. So this is just me and my opinion about the 50-50 relationships.
Right.
Now, me being raised the way I was, now I was raised by a masculine older father. So he always told me that you gotta pay the cost to be the boss if you want some respect in your house. You know what I'm saying? Now he said that, but he didn't tell me about the money part. Like you really got to pay the cost to be the boss, and half stepping ain't gonna get you no full respect around that, bro. Even he had to go ahead and tell me the truth on that. So when I was coming up though, watching these movies, watching these TV shows, listen to the music, and see how everybody was moving in society as far as the community, I was told that everybody was working. Women was working, men was working. They had this thing called 50-50 relationship, in which they say since women didn't want to feel like they was being objectified, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to feel like they was basically being barefoot and pregnant, that some way, somehow, this is how some niggas actually articulated to me in my youth. They say we give them 50-50 for the simple fact we didn't want to hear their mouths. We feel like, you know what I'm saying, they already are our partners, you know what I'm saying? We want to go ahead and make them inclusive. We basically let them go to work and fulfill their so-called dreams and ambitions like us as men. I was listening to Boomer's version, so and then now I'm listening to that shit at hindsight, like that was some fucking bad advice. Yeah, basically, women could do what men can do. You should want her to be your partner instead of just being some slave or somebody's wife. She has an opinion too. She have input too. Until I start, and it sounded all good. It sounded all good until it got down to paying them bills.
Right.
Then I said, so I asked him, when it comes down to bill paying, who take care of that? Now, some niggas was go ahead and tell me straight up. They be like, all right, so 50-50, yo, if I got a good job, she got a good job. And so I was talking to Boomers again. So that whole little threshold, women actually overtaking the financial burden and stuff like that, they ain't start. I started seeing that shit to the around 2000s, like mid 2000s. So basically, let's just say in a nutshell, you got a black couple in the city of Chicago living a lower to mid middle class lifestyle, and they're making about 55 to 60K. Theoretically, you'll think that since I'm making 55 to 60K, you making 55, 60K, we could split the rent, the bills, everything in between, and we could save money, go on trips, do all this other stuff. That's when the lies started to come into play, bro, because these boomer ass niggas and some older Gen X's, I got to throw them in there too. These niggas will tell you that good shit, but behind closed doors, they were still paying. But they wanted the boss.
Right.
They basically got put into a quagmire. Not like the character off of Family Guy, but literally the word and definitional term of a quagmire. Right. They basically put themselves in a situation they couldn't get themselves out of because they want the box. This was the whole thing, bro. Every man just want in-house box. And I hate to say it to y'all, that was the biggest lie sold to y'all ever in American history or even world history. You do not, and I repeat, you do not want to have an in-house box. Period.
So niggas be perfect, don't they, man?
I'm saying, bro, hey, look, that in-house box will leave you broke. Especially dealing with a beat up. Now, all black women are not the same. I gotta keep on repeating this like a damn broken record. But common sense people should know this. All black women are not the same. Okay. Right. The 10% of black women that are out there that are not the same, like the 90% out there, this is not applying to you.
This but the 90%. This is what I be saying, man. We got to be mature, y'all. We got to be mature. We got to be adults. And we got to actually, although I know it's very non-existent in today's society amongst most people, we got to have some, we got, for lack of a better term, have some common sense, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, of course, when we say what we're saying, of course, we're not applying this to all. This is not applicable to all chicks. Come on now, y'all. Y'all gotta be mature, man. Please, man. This is another issue that I notice amongst chicks too, is y'all tend to blow this stuff to the extreme and take little you know what I'm saying, Uncle Diggy, they take the goddamn the exceptions to the rule and apply that to the majority as if it does, and it doesn't. So when we say what we're saying, of course, we're not talking about all of y'all. Get out y'all's goddamn feelings, man. Go ahead, Mr. My man Chris in the building. What's good?
But yeah, so I'm sitting here trying to rationalize this shit, bro. Because as millennials, we got sort of bad bill of goods, bro. Especially with our women. Now you had baby boom women. You had baby boomer women and Generation X women in the community basically telling you that they make their own money. They're strong and independent, don't need no man. But they'll deal with the men that they want to. That's what we were told. So we see all these dregs of society, Thuggo, not Pookie and Ray Ray. I got to put Thuggo, Pookie, and Ray Ray in a separate class amongst each other. Yes, they both hood. Yes, they both street. But this is the thing about it. Pookie and Ray Ray, yeah, they messed up, but they know better and they try to get and do better. That's Pookie and Ray Ray. Thuggo, he know better, but he just don't give a fuck. Let's be real.
Fuck at Uncle Diggity, man. Now go ahead, Mr. O. Talk your shit, my nigga.
All right, so they'll tell you that they ain't doing to the square free thinking straight black man. They'll tell you to do with a good job. This is the 90s and 2000s. I've seen this shit happen from a kid to a teen. They'll tell you, nigga, that they ain't doing shit for you because they basically doing the same thing that you doing. They waking up extra early, washing their face. I can't believe they ain't washing their ass, but they say they wash their ass and go ahead put on their little skirt / suit, business suit, put their hair in a ponytail, put them glasses on, dry that little Altima, straight to that little 9 to 5 job, take orders from a male superior, and Lord forbid she's just a female superior, and then we really fuck. Only to come home, but she got cook for herself, clean her own crib, but she ain't gonna do that for a nigga that's supposed to protect and provide for her.
Just because she gotta pay half of the goddamn financial load.
No, this is the crazy thing about it. The niggas allowed the women. They really look. These niggas put themselves in a quagmire. They allowed the women to give input and feel like they contributed to something. Some of the dudes ain't really need their chicks' money. They was want the. This is what it really is. Niggas just want to think that these women's gonna go to work and use their money to go ahead and do whatever they want, shopping, all that good stuff. But these niggas were sold a bad bill of goods. Nigga, the only reason why any woman wants to get with you is to see what's in your fucking pocket because they want to be taken care of. I don't care. Look. And I don't care what a young old lady come up to me. Look, you could tell me that you did it on your own. You got out the mud. You're a boss bitch. But I guarantee you, I see every time y'all get on TikTok, Instagram stories, or Facebook stories, y'all always talking about what the niggas had to take me out. So evidently, bitch, you doing all this stuff for nothing. Nothing.
Nothing from nothing leads to nothing, man.
One of my favorite songs.
Hey, now listen here, Chris. And moderators, man, do me a favor. Of course, I have a PayPal, Chris. It's in the about section. One of my mods, once y'all go over there to the about section, open up another window, go to that about section, and go ahead and copy and paste that old PayPal, and put it in the chat for my brother Chris. Or Chris, you can go over there yourself and go ahead and tap on in. Right? Lies. What you mean by that, Cupcake, man? Lies. I'm concerned about what Virgil's plan is. I'm talking about what you mean what my plan is. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And what lies are you talking about? Like we say, y'all, ladies, this doesn't apply to all females and all women now. You know what I'm saying? This only applies. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I gotta admit, and I'm pretty sure my brother Uncle Diggity too, I'm about to pass it to Uncle Diggity. This ideology is the ideology of an overwhelming majority of women, specifically, especially Black women. Uncle Diggity,
what up, bro?
My brother, please speak on it because you in a different situation than you know what I mean. You I'm gonna say a different situation, but you got your situation going on. So of course, my brother Uncle Diggity, can definitely speak on this. It would be beautiful to get the missus up here, but that's on you. So go ahead and speak on it though, brother. 50-50 relationships.
Shit, 50-50 relationship is it's bullshit in my eyes because if you already know I'm gonna blow the fucking hinges off.
Yeah, got to, man. Gotta kick the door straight off the hinges.
50-50 relationships is bullshit because I don't expect nothing but 100% from you in this motherfucking relationship.
Right.
I ain't gonna put nothing but 100% into this motherfucker. So 50-50 is like a indication of, okay, we're trying to plot a way out. We'll get into this, but 50% of me, belongs to me for me to be able to, act or react however the way I want. These relationships are bigger than just fucking, just being together and motherfucking being able to do things. I mean, all of that is important, but it's a whole lot of facets that people don't fucking take into consideration, getting into them or when they get in these public realms and talk that shit or whatever. A woman needs to produce 100% in a relationship because she has a lot of fucking shit to do.
Right.
Contrary to how she feels about her role in the relationship, that shit is fucking tedious as fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep the fucking house clean, attend to the kids, keep yourself up, go to work if you're going to work, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of that, bills and fucking rent is fucking due. We all live here and this is our family.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you only want to bring 50% to your family? Why would you want to treat your family like you're going to bone out on them? You're going to die then, man. 100, man. The dude and the woman.
Right.
And to kind of react to what Mr. O said a little bit. I'm married. I mean, I got one wife. You know what I mean? I'm committed and shit. I'm faithful. I'm not broke. I mean, I get up and go to fucking work every day, so I'm not broke. So having one woman isn't an indication of you being broke. It's
right.
an indication of you being responsible.
Right.
And motherfucking showing, you know, your wife and whoever the fuck else that's looking at you that you can go against the world, stand up man and walk in that motherfucking light. You know what I mean? So that's to that, you know what I mean? But
facts.
Everybody has, you know, everybody got they route, you know what I mean? They growing experience. This is just me, you know what I mean? This is just my take on it and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now that's beautiful, because I feel the exact same way. If I'm going to, because when I'm in a relationship, I'm putting 100% of me in there. 100, you ain't getting half of me. You getting 100+% of me. You did. Now
you getting everything. You getting everything I got. You
right.
getting me. You know what I mean? I got
exactly.
a wife. I took a woman and gave her my last name. You know what I mean? The greatest motherfucking honor. So
right.
I wish she would pull up with 50%.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she would disrespect me like that and pull up with 50% of something.
Right. And that's a fact. That's a fact, because when it comes to these relationships, man, you got to be giving 100% of your effort into it. Now, when we come to the financial responsibilities, Uncle Diggity, you know what I'm saying? And we know what the sentiment is with a lot of chicks, especially when it comes to, because it makes sense to have two incomes coming in. It makes sense if y'all both working, especially if y'all making the same amount of money. If that's the situation, it makes sense that, you know what I'm saying, if y'all split up, we sit down and have a discussion, all right, I'm going to take care of this and you take care of that, or we're just going to straight down the middle, everything split down the middle. But, Uncle Diggity, and you can speak on this, but most women tend to associate that with them having half of the say-so and the authority when it comes to decision making.
Nah, I mean, shit, when these motherfucking, I mean, ultimately, you're responsible. You know, the man is the motherfucker that can actually build the house or provide the house or fix the house or you know what I mean? Like he can keep it a house.
Right.
So he has say whether this motherfucker start leaking on your head or motherfucking whether it you know, whether it gets patched or whatever like that, whether your pipes are good, whether, you know, this nigga's in charge of maintenance. That's big as fuck for something, and this is what we live in and shit.
Right.
Ultimately, the woman has the say in, you know, what color scheme she wants, how she wants, you know, what she wants the family to eat. She's responsible for our nourishment, our fucking our love, our guidance for what it's worth. You know what I mean? The guidance that she can provide.
Right.
She has her role. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But wanting to have as much say so as a man, I mean, you don't do as much as a man. Like,
right.
You don't. You know what I mean? I don't. Y'all don't even like taking out the trash and shit. Like I can't register how the fuck you would have the audacity to even say that though, honestly.
Right.
I mean, if a man come in, he's the nigga that's gonna, you know, jump in front of the pistol or have to grab the pistol.
Right.
Like, motherfucking, I gotta fix this. I have to actually shed blood more than you over this relationship. You're
right.
gonna have a baby and shed some blood or whatever, but I'm actually, you know, I work a dangerous job. I could die at work. You know what I mean? You sitting at work at your desk and, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You can't have as much say as me because you don't risk as much as I do when you really think about that shit. Yes, you have your role, and this is no disrespect to your role at all.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about that shit, you guys are not built to fucking lead us. You can't whoop us. So you can't, you know, past 10 years old, you know, those spankings don't really hurt
at all.
That shit turned into cap. So you can't lead us. You don't even know what to tell us when we fucking turn past 18 and the 21 and shit. You don't know what to tell us. You're gonna fucking destroy us because you have no concept of what a man is supposed to be told.
Right.
Like nobody, you know, you never sat in on one of those, like a man's talk and picked up on the game and shit. Now you know what to say to a little boy coming up and shit like that. Like
right.
y'all have no no concept of leadership.
Right.
I love y'all, but y'all got I wouldn't call them faults, but I would call them shortcomings.
Right.
They're not faults. They're shortcomings by design, you know, because you're supposed to have a man with the foresight and all of that in front of you, and he's supposed to be, you know, working his commitment through God and shit. I mean, so that's just what it is.
It is literally not in y'all's design or y'all's nature to lead, guide, especially men. The only time when it's permissible for women to have any form of leadership and authority over a male is when he's a young boy. And that's up until, like my brother just said, till he's about 10 years old. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for most men when I say what I'm about to say. And I know a lot of y'all ladies, y'all don't like to hear this. But women understand this. And if y'all have a son child, y'all know what I'm talking about. We as males, before developing into men, everything we need to learn about women, females, we should have learned from you, our mother, by the age of 10, 12 at the very latest.
Facts.
After that, ladies, there's nothing more you can teach us. We have nothing more to learn from y'all. So if we haven't learned what we need to learn about women by the age of 12, you failed your son, right? But at that age, and I dare say even younger, but at that age is when we need to be in the under the tutelage of our fathers, right? This is why it's important for fathers to be in a home. This is the strategic reason why they were systematically removed from the home, right? Because men are the representation of God, which means authority, structure, leadership, guidance, right? And when you got that out of the home, you have destruction. You hear me? Hence our current society. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is y'all weren't designed to lead or guide men. Y'all's only designed to lead and guide boys up until a certain extent when they start becoming a man. This is why in Spartan society, I must always bring this up. This is why in Spartan society, the young male children were taken away from their mothers at the age of 7. Which I think is too early. I think that's
no. That's about right, bro.
Let me finish, Mr. O. Let me say what I'm saying. Why I think that's too early. I think that's too early because at that point we haven't learned everything we need to learn concerning women yet, and our fathers are not going to be able to teach us in certain things at that age when it comes to women, or when you know what I'm saying. We need to learn that from our mother. But let's see if you are developing genetically engineering. Spartans. They pioneered this. When you are developing a warrior class, though, it's an absolute must because the emotion, the so-called emotional intelligence, all right, that we need to learn, that we will learn from our mothers between the ages of 7 and like 12, that gets removed. If you need to be a warrior, you can't have that. You have to have that warrior spirit. So at the age of 7, it gets indoctrinated into the young boys because the Spartans were a warrior class. So that's why I say that, though. I'm talking about on the grand scheme of things, though, it is absolutely imperative that we learn what we need to learn from our mothers during those years, from about birth to about 10 years old, man. You hear me? It's imperative that we learn the things we learn to see our mother operating in her femininity. This is why it's supposed to be God, woman, man, child. That's why when you was raised by your mama, you're getting cheated. You hear me?
Man.
We're going to pass it to Mr. O, man. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, man. See, this whole 50-50. All right, so let me go down to our problem. See, Verge, you a millennial just like me. So me and you have basically witnessed the group of women that we supposed to be in relationships with marry, right? So
right.
they'll tell you that we should go 50-50. I was raised in a 50-50. Okay. So you get a woman tell you that she was raised in a 50-50 relationship household with a mom and a dad, right? Okay. Well, it's time for you to be in a 50-50 relationship with her. Here she want to go and nitpick what she want to be 50-50 at and what she want to be traditional at.
Right.
This is where the problem gets in. See, I know, ladies, I know the truth. The reason why y'all go after dudes that's basically not trying to thrive in life is because you can't control him. Look, when a nigga, even if y'all making the same kind of money, y'all don't even want to look at him because y'all be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I mean, I could do better than him, but at the same time, I ain't getting nobody in my yeah. So y'all don't want to make a deal with a nigga because y'all be like, all right, then we really want to do 50-50 because he really don't need me. Yeah, that's what a lot of niggas is figuring out in this society.
Right.
So when y'all go ahead and want to nitpick and say, well, y'all want to be traditional, and when y'all don't, that's when we get the bullshit that we talk about right now in this manosphere. Look,
right.
If you making 70, if you making 50, 60, 70K a year, and you feel like you don't have to contribute, you are being selfish not only to your man, but to yourself. Because
that's
what you
right there.
Because what else you gonna spend it on? All right, so you ain't gonna contribute to the household, but you still want me to go ahead and get your hair and nails done, get you on cyber trips. But what you gonna do with your money? You know, the biggest lie they be saying, they be like, well, we saving up for vacations. Okay, which vacations? Our vacations or your girls' trips? Let's be real.
Yeah, no girls' trips is going to be going on in the household being lead and guided by Virgil Beer. I'm going to tell you that right now. So all y'all ladies out there who think y'all want to throw y'all's bid in, listen, no, ain't no such thing as no God. I wish a good man get the fuck out of here.
Girls trip.
Good girls trip. 82, what it do, Blade Monger, man? 82 in the building. My born day is in 2 weeks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was going to have a party, but I just switched it up. I switched it up at the last minute. Now I'm just going OT, and I'm going to go hang out OT on the birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tap in, go live, everything. Make sure y'all can tap in and walk with me on my born day. I'm going to be 41 years young. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm talking about? Look at me, man. I'm so handsome. You hear me? Look, I'm just so handsome. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm so handsome. And look me 41, looking beautiful as ever. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about my energy is up. You know what I'm talking about? And I got my brethren and all my sister tapping in with me tonight. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Diggity, go ahead and speak on it, man.
Man, yeah, I mean, shit. I don't really know where else to go with this shit, bro. To be honest, I mean, I already feel like it's some bullshit. I mean,
right.
It's really some bullshit. Bro.
Right. I understand why you would say that too, because it is because, like I say, when it comes to the 50-50 thing, due to the structure of our current society, it's automatically going to be associated. Well, most chicks is due to the indoctrination. Most chicks is going to be like, when they hear 50-50, they're going to automatically, like I say, stun it because they know that they're going to have to come 50-50 with the financial aspect, but they know they ain't going to really have no authority. But at the same time, you feel me? When you do come with the 50-50, these chicks be wanting some authority. So that goes back to them not wanting to actually be equal. They want gender superiority, because if it was about being equal, you wouldn't mind paying half of everything while still not realize, while still knowing that, of course, you're going to have influence and say so in the decision making, but you're not going to be making no goddamn decisions as a final decision for the family or the relationship unit.
But I think the whole I think they be looking at like the wrong bullet points. Like,
right. That's a good way to put it, Uncle Diggity.
A woman's role in the relationship is pretty much etched in stone.
Right.
So you can't go into something that's etched in stone and decide, you know, I want to do something else. Like this is a universal order we working with.
Right.
Like,
right. Talk to him.
This ain't some novel shit we could just fight. This ain't Build-A-Bear. This ain't some shit we could just dress up and do whatever the fuck we want with.
Mm-hmm.
If you get into this relationship, you bring 100% of what you have and what you offer to 100% of what I have and what I have to offer, and we make this 200% work.
Right.
When you get in here, you are the woman. Your role is to fucking take care of this, that, X, Y, Z.
Right.
I'm the man. My role is to take care of this, that, and X, Y, Z. Now, there are things that we can blur as far as bills and rent, house note, car note, insurance, and shit like that. There are things that we can blur. Am I solely responsible for you to fucking move around the world? No. We have children. We're both solely responsible for these fucking children. So you as an adult are responsible for this house because you live in it as the adult in it, the adult woman or the adult male. And whatever you have left or whatever we can conjure up or whatever your situation may be, we go from there. But we have fucking a set of fucking, like there's guideline in it, man. It ain't, and just 50 and 50, like, what are you doing with that other 50 fucking percent? Because in reality, it the way they play it, it'd be like 100 to 50. Like they keep their 50, they whack your 100 out, and then they'll buy something to eat and shit like that every now and then or something like that. So what are you even doing with your money? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Like,
not investing it.
Yeah, if you gonna have that money on the side, then that shit should be fucking the special money fund for, like you said, vacation.
Right.
But not just vacation. We got vehicles. What if these vehicles need servicing? What if fucking a tire pops, an engine goes out, a transmission starts to slip, shit like that. You know what I mean? There are other things, shit could break. You could have an accident. The motherfucker that hits you probably didn't have insurance.
Right.
You could have backed your dumb ass up into a pole. We got to pay for this shit ourselves. You know what I mean? So there are things in life that happen that you have to be smarter about your funds and shit for. And just this whole fucking, I'm going to keep 50 and, hold it and I'm going to go to the mall. I mean, they don't ever, if you ask them, okay, what are you going to do with that other 50? It's always some fucking mumble mouth rapper ass fucking answer. Like, there's no real plan. There's no fiscal responsibility in it. There's nothing. It's a dead investment.
Right.
That's why y'all really can't lead the house, though, really, because y'all suck at being fiscally responsible. Like I always say, you guys fucking suck. Yes, you'll pay your bills on time. You're good at meeting deadlines and shit like that.
Due to the indoctrination disguised as education.
You're good at meeting deadlines for the most part, but a lot of y'all don't know what to do with money other than spend it. Y'all don't know how to grow money. Y'all don't know how to fucking, y'all don't have any fucking, y'all don't have any like trade skills and shit. So you can't go get like a bunch of lawnmower equipment and cut grass and shit and just create another revenue. But as men can, though, quote unquote, anyway. But y'all don't fucking, y'all don't really know what to do with y'all money outside of shop, decorate, eat, smoke if that's what you into, drink if that's what you into, and that's the gist of your 50, your other 50 and shit. So what good is that to us?
Right.
Now bring all of this shit in so we can put it in this pot and make some shit that lasts and do some shit that really matters in this life. Because all that other bullshit that 50-50, man, that's little girl shit, man. That's little people shit. Because the nigga's supposed to want to bring his 100 too. He shouldn't want to half-ass with the bitch. If you only got to bring 50%, then you playing too. You trying to keep 1 foot in and shit. You ain't sure about what you want to do. Whereas if that's the case, we both probably should just keep it real with each other and just fucking have a good time. You take your money, I take mine. We'll hook up when it's convenient or when the weather permits or whatever. And
you said when the weather permits. Yeah. My man, shout out to my man Blade Margaret, man. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
That's my favorite verse. That's my favorite verse.
I'm gonna read that again. Give not thy strength unto women, not into women, not onto women, unto women. Nor
she gonna crash the car.
Right. Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Thus saith the Lord.
In other words, in layman's terms, if you want to go ahead and chase draws and all that good stuff, chase some ass, you're gonna be broke. That's exactly what it means in layman's terms. You keep chasing ass, you're gonna be broke. And how many niggas do we know like that?
Chasing tail, right? Chasing tail.
mean, shit, I got one, nigga. I got one and got out the way, nigga. I ain't got shit left to do but motherfucking chase paper and shit now.
Right.
So it is what it is. That's just
And
how
you
I
know,
look at it. You know what I mean?
and you know the irony about that verse? A woman was telling it to a young prince. His mother was telling it to a young prince, Lemuel. Man, you can't make this shit up.
It's crazy. Now understand this right here too, though, because you know I know a lot of chicks be feeling some type of way, man, and it be crazy to me because a lot of y'all chicks be claiming that y'all so-called Christians. Shout out to Gino Jennings, man. Christian, you a Christian?
Christian with skin tight pants, showing the very shape of your birth canal.
The very
Am I right? I say.
Am I right? I say.
Shout out to Jeff,
bro. Gino Jennings, man.
Man, forget that. Shout out to Jeff because I would never know about Gino without Jeff, man. Shout out to Jeff.
We got my man Glistening Guarantee in the building. What it do, man? You know what I'm talking about? The scripture has more than one meaning. Mr. Oh yeah, we know that, Blade Martin. We know that. But you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this whole situation, y'all, we want some. Where the ladies at, man? Because y'all gotta come up here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and bring some balance to the situation. You know what I'm talking about? I was about to say.
Remember last week though, Virgil? Remember last week we had Juju and we had a new lady that came to the stream.
Girl, man, little young baby. She jumped. She came to a couple shows, few days ago, or last week, so tapped in a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Last night's show was powerful, y'all, man. Y'all missed out, man. Listen, I've been thinking if I'm going to take that thing down, though, but since they ain't flagged it or nothing like that, I'm going to keep it up for y'all. Because last night was powerful. You hear me?
Hey, man, did you see Angry Man show last night, man, when he was interviewing that Strag? Oh, I mean, basically the Strag came up there to the panel because she wasn't scared, but, man, it was insufferable. This is what we really got to deal with in the dating world, but I think it kind of ties in with the 50-50.
No, we do not. And I want to say this, and I'm going to come up for this. You know what I'm saying? We absolutely do not. And that's what y'all see is going on with these whole passport bros and all that other shit, all the SYBM and SYSBM and all them other little acronyms and all that stuff, man. You know, absolutely do not have to put up. We don't have to put up with that stuff. But see, the thing is, and to be fair, women don't have to put up with a lot of bullshit from dudes either. But understand that the bullshit that is really bullshit don't come from the majority of us. It also has to do with a lot of y'all chicks just don't want to get under the leadership and authority of men. Y'all be okay to do it when it comes to them jobs, though, right? Because that's a false sense of power. I don't need a man, but work for a man. You did,
bro. I'm starting seeing chicks even try to go after their bosses. Like literally, one of my female friends, she said, "Man, I had to go and tell my boss a piece of my mind the other day." I said, "Oh, what you mean you got to give your boss a piece of your mind? So she basically said that she was basically standing in the middle of the office and everything, calling him everything except a child of God, and this is her boss that she got." And bro, and then she go tell me that he had the audacity to suspend me for 3 days. Like, man, he's a boss.
Got my brother Vernon 85 in the building. What it do, man? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Boss. I had a camera for this one. He the boss. And you get mad because he suspends your goofy ass for 3 damn fucking days because you be insubordinate.
Try to hit somebody with a Me Too situation. And this is what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? It's all got to go back to proper structure and order and design. God, man, woman, child, especially for when it comes to relationships. But see, when it comes to business, right? And this is why this structure and this system was set up to do exactly what it's doing now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because when, you know what I'm saying, when women was allowed to be in like authoritative roles in the workplace, you know what I'm saying, these corporations knew that if they can indoctrinate women to think and operate mentally like men, they know that that could keep them in a certain power structure, right? and they know that they could operate through the women so the men could be kept in check. This is very strategic and very diabolical, man, right? And this system is credited to so-called white people when it's really the Khazarian demons who created this structure. So let's dispel that too with this whole white situation too, though. Although white people were used to do it, they're not the originators of it. They're not the founders or creators of it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing I like to nail home with this situation too, that a lot of this stuff we think comes from so-called white supremacy, which is really, like I always say, Khazarian supremacy. You hear me? And this is out of complete structure, order, design, because the Khazarians are who? They are the offspring and the descendants of Lucifer, Satan, the devil. Oh, man, why does everything come back to everything that I always be talking about, man? Because it does, right? Now, when we talk about 50-50 relationships, man, like I said, the original structure or the design of this ideology was basically created under for financial reasons, right? But diabolical design, they knew that through the indoctrination that the women especially would associate, having some financial responsibility with having authority in the relationship structure of the family unit. See, this thing goes deep, y'all. This goes deeper than just, a woman having some say-so. You think these Khazarian demons don't know what the proper structure, order, design is that the Most High created? You think they don't know that? Their whole purpose is to bring disorder and to shake that up, right? Yeah. Tap in and walk with us, man. Click on that like button, smash that like button, share your social engineer, you know what I'm talking about? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all ladies come on up in here, man. Speak your piece. You know what I'm talking about? Uncle Diggity, what's good, man?
Chilling out, man. Smoking one.
50-50, listen.
I'm so damn dry right now, man. We in the middle of a damn blizzard. I ain't even got no sticky other icky right now, man.
That's a bad situation, man, because you don't want to be stuck in this weather, man. Y'all. That's the good thing y'all got about being out there on that West Coast. Y'all ain't got to worry about shit like this, man. Unless you live up north or some shit like that.
No. Yeah, I couldn't make it. I don't know how y'all niggas do it. I would stock up or something like.
Man, I was built for this shit. I've been
sit out the way.
That's what I did. I got off of work today at 2:30, and I was running around with the Kroger, man. I went and got some stuff. You know what I mean? Got some little essentialities. You know what I'm talking about? And good to go. I'm really hoping and praying that I get that text from my job saying, I hope it be as bad as, because sometimes they be saying it's going to be bad, but it don't be as bad as they say it's going to be. You know what I'm talking about? But if it's as bad as they say it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's been raining since I've been off work. If all that's supposed to freeze over, that black ice ain't no joke. Y'all remember that song back in the day?
Yep.
Y'all already know we about to get straight to it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to play this video for y'all too here in a second, man. You know what I'm talking about? What y'all know about this right here back in the goddamn day? See, only real ones know about this, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Y'all don't even know nothing about this joint right here, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, man? That black ice, man. It's that Columbus, Ohio, Midwest shit, Chicago, Illinois type shit.
You ever see that stuff?
Hey.
Nigga cold. That ice that you can't see.
The ice you can't see.
After sometimes. Yeah. Black ice.
Y'all niggas gotta stock up, bro.
And I know I done bumped every
Hey.
hole in the wall, y'all.
Hey.
Did you catch that phone call? Most of y'all didn't met me. Thought it was tall. Get like a deal.
You in this joint, Uncle Diggity?
Home slice came in, he went satisfied. Got bent balls. Immune coast to coast. Yeah, I left the boat. Man, dope. Too many coming close.
Touch what I never touched before. See what I never seen before.
Woke up and seen the sun sky high.
Yeah.
Sky high. Circulate like a Sunday paper. Papers cold.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't know about that, but I had to play that real quick for that black ice, man. Listen, that's some dangerous shit. I'll get up at 4 a.m, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be at my job till 6, but I get up and go early because, I like get my OT in because that, I'll be up early anyway. And that'd be making that look real nice on the check. You understand what I'm saying? Uncle Diggity may be making it look real nice when you get that the 13 hours of overtime every week. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing, especially when you up early anyway. You know what I'm talking about? But when I go to work in the morning, it's when it's at the coldest point of the day. And that black ice, man, you hear me, man? Especially when you're driving on the freeway, you know what I'm talking about? Boy, listen.
I don't know how y'all niggas do it, man. We'll have to worry about that for the most part.
Man, we made for this.
We used to it, man.
We built for this.
We used to it, man.
We built for this.
Buy cars and shit, buy cars and trucks, and then one day you drive it and that motherfucker just slide into a McDonald's on your motherfucker.
It sucks. It definitely sucks, man.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all deal with that.
But when you grow up in this region of the country, man, you develop a skill, you know what I'm saying, to know how to navigate when you got to drive through these weathers and stuff. But some people, for some reason, just lose all sense of intelligence, like they ain't grow up in the Midwest and they don't know how that we get this weather out here and shit though. So that's
man, we go through the most over in this third coast. We go through the most over here in this third coast.
Yeah, that Chicago winter time is something different.
Yeah, we right here on the lake, man. We right here on the lake, man.
We get every season in California. You just got to drive up to like Big Bear or something if you want to fuck with the snow. You can be in the snow and go to the beach in the same day, like
right.
And the weather not fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? Like
right.
We got our spots, but it just don't snow and dominate every motherfucking thing. Like
right.
You got to go to where it snows, one of these mountains or some shit.
Right. It's snow out here, but I'm saying, boy. The snow get back. You heard Mr. O said they have 24 inches up that motherfucker. Like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got 16, 18 coming in for this whole fake Christmas Day weekend, but it is what it is though.
Yeah, when you grow up, like I said, you grow up in the Midwest, man, so you get used to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because but I kind of like the winter time, man. You know what I'm saying? I like the winter time because it just reminded me. Saying not so much as being in the streets selling drugs and shit, but just the mind state I was in as far as like, being real conservative with my bread, grinding, focusing on, stacking up some bread and all that. So this time of year, I just call this is grind season. You know what I'm saying? This is that hoodie season. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is that money just to stack up, you know what I'm talking about? Because this is when it's real, things get real nice and tight, you know what I'm saying? But it's a real good time to make and save money though. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, I remember when niggas was we would be outside in the early 2000s. This when I was out there selling my little nickel louds and little dime bag of loud, double breasted though. I even had a little C on the side. Yep. And a little 10 bags, bro. And a little 10. Yep. And a little 10 bags, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had that gas though. I had that gas. Yeah, bro. Double breasted. I was out there, man. I tried to do the weed in the sea, but man, that sea was too motherfucking kept the nigga on the focus of the police too much. I was like, nah, y'all can hide that sea, man. I'll go ahead and sell my little trees and get high. I had to stop selling the shit because I'll get high off the shit too damn much.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Man, look, we had that dro. And that's when South Diesel and Purple Haze just came out real hard in city Chicago. Man, I said, man, look.
What y'all know about that? What y'all know about it, man? What y'all know about that? Goddamn it! You know what I'm saying? What y'all know about it, man? Oh man, I'm just feeling so nostalgic tonight on this ladies' night, man. What y'all know about that sour diesel, man? What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that diesel, man?
We smoking sour. We smoking bogeys.
Y'all smoke, man. I can't. Nigga, when I went on tour, nigga, when I was in North Carolina, nigga had some motherfucking tree. He was like, nigga, this shit is some gas. That shit was some bars, my nigga. That shit wasn't even. I don't know. I hope y'all are actually going through and shit. I hope this actually what y'all fucking studied in this and shit. But to be honest, nigga, every time I went out of town and grew trees, nigga, it
what y'all know about that joint right there, man?
Man, what? And
Newport sour. That diesel is the truth, though, right? Yeah, man. Welcome to the show tonight, y'all, man. We got my brother, Mr. O, with the info, my Joe from Chicago in the building. We got my brother, Uncle Diggity, on that left coast, west coast, and that beautiful weather. He ain't got to worry about this black ice bullshit. We in the building tonight.
I actually envy y'all niggas though, man, because y'all get snow like that. Like
right.
I actually can wake up to snowy days and shit.
Right. It's a beautiful thing.
I wouldn't mind that shit. You know what I mean? To be perfectly honest, nigga, I would want to live somewhere fly, like with a house with some big ass windows and shit, so I can see that shit. You know what I mean? When it stops and it look like that out there, yeah, nigga, you know, shit.
Yeah. My favorite part about
I wish I could. I'm glad I don't, but I wish I could. Though, someday.
My favorite part about the winter time is just, going to get the Timbs and the hoodies with the coat. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? The winter, I just love the winter apparel. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, you go get your trees, the crispy pair of trees. You know what I'm talking about? We getting a live view of the shine right now. You feel me?
Yeah, man. See that?
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sight, man. I love Chicago, man. Chicago a dope ass city, man.
That's beautiful. That's dangerous as fuck to drive in, but that shit is beautiful.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I wouldn't mind.
You know what I'm saying? That view off of Lake Michigan is something serious, man. It's captivating. You know what I'm talking about, man? I just seen what, man. My brother Uncle Diggity, man. You know what I'm saying? He a brother quite like myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Uncle Diggity, tight up guy. You know, talking about very humble, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be such a way, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to, harsh but humble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Chicago a dope ass city, man. I love Chicago, man. For real, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother, Mr. O, and everybody out there in that windy city, man. 50-50 relationships, man. Let's get to this gender superiority situation, man. Right? Ladies, let's be honest. Shout out to my nigga Red Supreme, man. Right? Gender superiority. Most of these chicks, man, right? We all done had our dealings with our various chicks that we had experience with, and when it comes to relationship status and stuff anyway, or even if it ain't even a serious situation like that, but you know what I'm saying, what we're seeing is a lot of chicks, they want to be guys, not actual men. Well, you got some of y'all actually do want to be men. Pretend men. But we're talking about, when I be saying psychological transgenderism, y'all want to psychologically, mentally be males or be men, as in wanting to have authority, especially over actual men, right? And when we come to this relationship situation, a lot of y'all want to have gender superiority. Like I say, a lot of y'all don't want to get under the leadership and authority of a man. And when we start having this conversation, and y'all hear the chicks that say, well, if a man, reason why because a man, and that's how you know them is the ones to avoid right there. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, say what you about to say, Uncle Diggity, man.
I mean, they women need a man to tell them to shut up.
Talk to them.
Just plain
flat out.
And they gonna need a nigga to tell them to shut up and tell them, hey, this is, they're not good readers in situations or rooms and shit like that.
Right.
So they got intuition, whatever the fuck that is, the gut feeling and shit like that. But as far as practical situations, like, hey, you're gonna need a man to be like, shut the fuck up. Every time we see these instances on tape where the woman is boisterous and loud and shit. It always goes bad for the nigga. He always die in jail, motherfucking, and she gets away scot-free and shit. Maybe that's why they so comfortable being like that. But that's not proper order and shit, man. Like, fucking in public behaving like a hyena and shit. Like, that shit is not that's just not cute, man. Y'all supposed to be reserved and hey, hi and bye, you ain't got, a lot of speech for a whole lot of motherfuckers and shit because you supposed to be focused on what's going on with your shit, your house, and
right,
what we need for this and shit. You're the helpmate to the house. You're the wife. You're
right,
the woman. You're the, this is you.
right.
And it ain't nothing wrong with being that. I don't know why all of the other shit, you latch on so tough to that shit. It gets sensationalized and you just kind of latch on to that shit. But that shit is whack. Like, you don't have to do that shit. The real way to a successful relationship is motherfucking two people that listen to each other. More or less, the woman will listen to the man because this is the leader, but she has a mouth and a voice that should be respected and shit like that. So we listen to each other, no problem.
Right.
You're not going to lead me though, because you can't whoop my ass, you can't change a tire, you can't, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna tell you how to have a baby. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you anything when your monthly visitor comes. I can't tell you anything when you have a baby. Like, there are things that you do that I can't talk to you. I don't know how to talk to you about those things. So those are your things. Those are your things. You have to be more responsible with your journey. And when you get to these fucking points and shit, you have to be ready and you have to know what it takes. You watch TV and you listen to all this different dumb shit, and it's not beneficial to long term to life. You're living life out here and shit. If you're trying to live through TV, you're gonna be fucked up.
Super fucked up.
You gotta fucking, realize what life is, what it is to create one, what it is to hold the family down, everybody together, work with your nigga, make sure he good so that he can keep you good, and until it just turns into a circle and y'all can fucking rock out. But if you want to come in and be a little weasel and shit and just kind of take from it and do what you want to do, stash your little shit here and whatever social media on the side, whatever the fuck y'all motherfuckers do and shit, that shit's whack. Like, that's not reality. You're gonna blow the mission. Doing dumb shit. So just think about, the shit that,
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about, because like I say, it all goes back to proper structure, order, and design. Right? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's when it, like, in this whole aspect of 50-50, you know what I'm saying, coupled with indoctrination of, modern society, so to speak, right? You know what I'm saying? It automatically get associated with authority. You know what I'm saying? And that starts to rupture the structure, right? Because due to the indoctrination, women have been made to think and believe that they are in some way, so they're supposed to have some authority over men or equal to men.
You guys are out here creating the type of men that you fucking hate and shit. You create the boys and then holler where the good men at and shit. Like, all because, and then you don't want to admit that it's you fucking the dudes up and shit like that. Like, we're telling you, anything past 10 years old, really, you do or teach a boy kind of becomes counterproductive to who he needs to become as a man.
Right.
Because you're not a fucking man. Like, what really can you teach them past 10 other than what? Be nice to girls, open the door for the girl, put this flower on at prom and shit like that. Don't be a weird, you teaching them all, so okay, look, it's good value, but at the same time, if y'all motherfuckers ain't putting daughters out here that's playing the game where she can respect a man that does that type of shit for her, then you're really just selling your little nigga up the river.
Selling him straight up the river.
And you know that.
Straight up the fucking river.
You fucking us up and you hiding your hands and shit, all because you're too proud. Like, I know, the niggas around me know, the people that I talk to know that if you're creating these fucking men, then, it's a problem. We have to go back to the source. I have to stop playing and being so fucking proud to admit, hey, we fucked up. We created a generation or two of men that we fucked up. We fumbled. We were selfish. we fucking took this, we pushed the fucking masculinity out of the house and decided to embrace and absorb the masculinity on our own and shit. It didn't work out for us and shit. A lot of us fucking wearing jeans and t-shirts and shit, looking like we fucking, you know, in overcoats and shit, looking stupid as fuck. That ain't even womanly. You know what I mean? That shit fucking, you know what I mean? Like that shit, you out of pocket. You know what I mean? Y'all fucked that up. We fucked up by not telling
being benevolent.
Right.
Being benevolent. Yep.
Yeah.
But for the most part, once we left, y'all motherfuckers had the ball, and these are the men that y'all raised, man. Some fucking weak ass, know nothing ass niggas and shit, and y'all complain about, like this is y'all fault, bro. The order of things is God, man, woman, child.
Flat out, man.
There ain't nothing you can do to get around that. Should you decide to walk the path of LSD, then you're gonna motherfucking get spanked. I mean, it's not, you have to believe in something.
Yeah.
I'll stop right there. Shit.
Yeah, hey, that's some real shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, just to expound a little bit on what my brother Uncle Diggity was saying, man. Proper structure and order and design. God, man, woman, child. This is the proper structure and order, right? That will facilitate the holy family unit. Just like the Most High intended it to be. That structure is bound to breed success. It's bound to. And that's the reason why we don't have success, because it's not in this proper structure, order, and design.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, Verge. Another verse, or I can't even remember the exact verse, but the Today B-Dub is actually portraying the daughters of Zion, one of their curses. They said the Most High said it would be haughty, that we walked around with stretched necks, talking about what they ain't gonna do and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to tell you, ladies, yes, you have to bring something to the relationship besides your little pretty face and your vagina. If y'all want to call yourselves a good woman, or want to call yourselves a virtuous woman. Because even in the Bible, they said a virtuous woman actually come with her own, and she come and help the man replenish what he has with more. So if you're not bringing peace, if you're not even bringing a good, somewhat game plan or trying to be a good team player, why are you even around us at all?
Yeah, that's a fact, because and when we say, I would take a little bit farther than team player. I would say, you know what I'm saying, when you be a team player, you want to get on my team as a player, with me being the goddamn coach. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I say, because when we think about the team player, this leads into the ideology of equality as far as authority and structure and design, right? Because this is automatically, due to the indoctrination, this is going to be automatically associated. If, like I say, when it comes to this 50-50 thing, shout out to my man Uncle Diggity talking about we got to bring that 100. You know, so but this whole 50-50 thing, this automatically gets associated with it. Well, if I have to be financially responsible for half, right, then I automatically am due to have authority, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's out of structure and design, because due to y'all's contrary opinion, women aren't supposed to have authority in relationships. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy. And of course it would, due to our indoctrination we've been through, all of us. But see, when you get to proper structure or design, that's how it's supposed to be. And it's a reason for that. And we just went over that. My man Uncle Diggity definitely, like, beautifully laid it out. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, y'all are not good decision makers. Not because y'all dumb or because y'all stupid, because you're just not designed to make decisions, especially when it comes to authority over men or in societal structure. This is why there's no societies ran or created by women. You know what I'm saying? In human history to the day. You know, it's a reason for that. Let's go back, take it back to the Mendenhalling. Right? You hear me, Uncle Diggity, man? We always got to take it back to the Mendenhalling. from the bite. That was the solidification, the manifestation, if you would, of the violation, which synced and linked y'all in the Jezebel spirit, which is the Baphomet transgender feminine aspect of Lucifer, Satan, the devil. You understand me? You hear me? And the Jezebel spirit runs rampant today. The Jezebel spirit wants to have authority over man, God's creation. See, Lucifer, Satan, the devil is willing to do anything to usurp that which he wants for himself. Uncle Diggity. You hear me?
I hear you, bro.
And this, we see this reflected in our society.
Hey, Verge. Hey, highlight that, Selena. Highlight that real quick.
What you say? What you say, Mr. O?
Yeah, I said highlight that Selena woman's comment in the comment section. I'm a little intrigued.
Her name, Selena, Philadelphia. What's good, baby? I disagree. If you can't pay all the bills, you can't have all the say so. I mean, that's okay. You can disagree, baby. You can feel like that, but regardless of how you feel, that's out of proper structure, order, and design. I don't give a damn if you make more money than me. I don't care if you went to Harvard or whatever school you went to and you a lawyer and you make $300,000 a year and you just happen to be a woman to do that. And if you somehow was able to hold on to your femininity and really be a woman after accomplishing all of that, then that's all the more reason why you should just be submissive and come home and be such a prestigious field amongst men. You're going to need some man leadership and guidance in your life being in that arena.
No, I would say if she feels that adamant about that, then okay, go ahead and lead your own life and be single. And when things break, you call somebody and pay them to fix it. And you always pay out, and you continue to be alone into your elderly years. And hopefully you have a good retirement plan, or maybe did put some money up and wasn't just, living your best life recklessly like a teenager for the duration of the latter part of your years. And maybe you'll have some money left at the end to where you can be cool. But if not, it'd be better that you get under a man's tutelage so he can tell you that, hey, this is how we need to yada, yada, yada.
Right.
If not, just do it all yourself. I mean, we ain't gotta hate. I mean, some women actually feel that way and shit. Like,
right.
He's not gonna pay for everything and shit like that. That's fine. If you feel like a motherfucker, if you need to pay for everything to have a say so, then you just pay for all your own shit. And
right.
Going about your own,
Right.
It is what it is. Man.
Right. And this Selena chick, she said men are the providers. So if he's only providing half, why should a woman be feminine to him? Let me respond to that. Right?
Is that wait? Is this fiscally half only that we're talking about? Because half entails a whole lot of shit.
Right. So right, Uncle Diggity, and this goes back to what I say. The initial reason or the initial definition, if you would, or the ideology behind this 50-50 thing was for financial purposes. Okay, but see, listen though, walk with me, y'all, right? The people who created this structure, right, they knew that through the indoctrination of feminism, women's rights movement, sexual freedom revolution, all of this independent equality stuff, right, they knew through this indoctrination that the women received, especially through the education, academic, collegiate system, they knew that they will automatically associate financial responsibility with what I said and what we're talking about, relationship, familiar authority. They knew that y'all would, through the indoctrination, mentally correlate the two. So when you think about and they knew they were creating a structure where it would take a 2 income to run eventually. Now it's going to take 4 or 5, right? And they knew through this indoctrination that y'all would associate with that, and this would cause a rupture in what? The family unit, which is in the crosshairs of this system that's coming in. Selena, Philadelphia. So when we're talking about that, You know, and we know you associate that because, like I said, if if you make more money than your man, in the process of doing so, you have to do things that men do. And if you're somehow able to hold on to your femininity and be a woman in this process, you definitely going to need your man guidance and leadership. I don't give a damn if that nigga work at goddamn it Walmart. You hear me? Just because, like I say, your financial status as a man doesn't determine you being a man. Right? It might determine your ability to provide depending on where you work and if this is your sole source of income, which is why 50-50, huh? When you think about it in this positive aspects, yes, it's work when it's in its power is brown. If we're going to come together 50-50 financially, 100-100, right? You know what I'm saying? Even if you make more money than the man, 9 times out of 10, the man is going to be more equipped to preside over that. Because like my brother Uncle Diggity said, when it comes to getting money, especially large amounts of it, y'all ain't gonna know what to do with this shit anyway. Y'all fuck it up. That's why you need a man.
Y'all not putting no quality plays together with nothing. Like y'all, you know, for the most part, you know, 3 or 4 of y'all might emerge from the fog and shit and have like a successful business or some shit like that. But for the most part, y'all are consumers, man. Like y'all don't know how to be fiscally responsible out here in society. Society then came up off us because of y'all. You know what I mean? Because of y'all spending habits and the way y'all maneuver with y'all money and shit. No organization and shit. Just fucking taking from everything and running it to these fucking department stores and shit like that. So, you know, like I said, if I would advise you fucking still get with a man. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be financial, even though it's very important that both entities can do their part, whatever that may be financially, right?
Right.
But if, as a woman, you have to find a man that you can open up to and trust. I know y'all been guarded and shit and all of that shit for a long time. He has to, you know, earn your trust and shit, but you have to be able to open up and motherfucking, y'all have to open up with each other, man, and really be able to discuss fucking shit, real shit. You have to just admit, come humble that you don't know everything, hear her out, you hear him out, and y'all motherfucking formulate what the fuck is within y'all means and what y'all would feel comfortable moving the fucking pot in what direction and shit. And go from there, man. A woman by herself is just a fucking a trip, a fucking some shopping, a fucking
some Gucci, some Louis, some Prada.
It's on the minus. It's on the minus. As soon as you touch it, it's on the minus. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't even like to sit up with money and shit. That's why when the dude lets a fucking woman lead and shit like that, his shit gets picked apart because that's what they know how to do. You put her in charge and let her, nigga, she just gonna ding, 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 ding.
Right.
And
now let me
we're all broke. Now you're a loser. You know, now
exactly.
she's some kind of way because you let her spend all your money and she, you know, she'll look you in your eye and be like, well, I don't know no better and shit. That's why, you know, you gotta just be.
Let me address this Selena Philadelphia chick, right? She said y'all want her to do 50%. No, see, I don't want a woman to do shit. You feel
exactly.
Hold on. Let me just address this real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we polished over here. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want a woman to do shit for me, right? Unless it's what I want her to do for me. You understand what I'm saying? We speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, I don't want a woman to do shit. You know what I'm saying? She bring what she bring, but and you gonna pay when you mess with a guy like me. You making some money. You gonna contribute some bread. You can believe that. You hear me? But when it comes to this feminine thing though, women's supposed to be feminine all the time. There's not a moment as being a woman where you are not supposed to ever be not. You're supposed to be feminine all the time, whether you're in a relationship with a man going 50-50 or not. So let's just get that out the way right there. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is 50%? I mean, 50% of the time being feminine and shit. Like,
that's just some bullshit due to this indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna agree with you on this point right here, Selena, Philadelphia, for us men. Shout out to my brother John Jay. That's why my brother John Jay say, as men, right? As men, brethren, you feel me? We gotta build our kingdom. You hear me? Because you do gotta pay the cost to be the boss. I agree with that 100%. That's why real ones, we ain't looking for no girl to go half with us on shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I will take your money though and put it to the process. Let's not get it twisted. Look, bring that money. I will put good work to it, good use for it, and get more bang out of my buck.
Right. And listen here. Let me hold on. And when it's talking about paying all the bills, if you messing with me and you work, not right, and you work, you definitely gonna be contributed to these bills for sure. Now, if I'm paying all the bills, right? If I'm paying all the bills, of course, it's gonna, you know, and not even on no bullshit. It's gonna be righteous authority and judgment. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta pay all the bills, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's just not reality. You know what I'm saying? For the most part of us, that's for the let's say the average amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's the case. Y'all women should be willing to live what's the word I'm looking for? Live frugally. Because think about today, most average men make about 40 and 50K, somewhere between there, and that's working overtime. So unless y'all ladies are willing to live off of that type of meager livings, which can happen if you do it and you work together and make it happen, right? See, that's not reality though, right? So when y'all work like most of y'all do, it's not about a man paying the cost to be the boss or paying all the bills. It's about you willing to fork over your bread under the authority of your man and still get under that without thinking that you got some type of authority in a relationship. You have say so, influence, of course. Wise counsel definitely going to take it into consideration, but final decisions are to the man. And that's something that a lot of y'all chicks just don't want to, like I said, it's this illusory power that y'all have been indoctrinated with through this system. You feel me?
I ain't even finna argue about it and shit.
Yes, it's nothing to even argue. It's even nothing to argue about. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. See, real women understand this. See, a real woman, if like I said, if she's able to hold on to her femininity in the process of becoming a high earning woman financially, right? She understands that she's going to need a man to preside over her. She knows that. Because listen here, as a woman, I don't give a fuck how prestigious of an education you get. It's not going to prepare you totally to be in a room with men. Simply because you're not designed to do it.
Which is them older ladies that motherfucking end up working some fucking stiff ass job that wear them pantsuits and shit that end up looking like the governor of Chicago lady, the mayor of Chicago. Like them bitches.
Oh, Lori Lightfoot. That's Mr. Oh homegirl right there.
You was talking about that shit, and I was just kind of picturing that, like, damn, man, them bitches really be like on the road to that and shit. Like, that shit is wild as fuck.
You feel me?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this to all the ladies in attendance and listening. Right, listen. Right, real ones like myself, my brother, Uncle D. Listen, we do y'all, man. You hear me? Just like Kev used to say, man. Shout out to Kev, wrestling that's the Kev, man. Hey, do what you want to do, man. But when it comes to all y'all want a man, no matter how much y'all have been indoctrinated to think you don't need one when you can't survive without them, right? It's if you feel like that and you like my man Uncle Diggity said, if you was in the financial situation to do that, it would be best if you was by yourself, like how men can do. But see where the twist come in at, where the Dulo twist come in is that y'all can't operate like men, right? You can't operate like us. Y'all can't be promiscuous, right?
We're not even promiscuous, bro. I mean,
listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Don't. That's just why I say we gotta be mature. You feel me? I'm not saying that nobody's being immature. I'm just saying we have to be mature in our thing when we approach these things. We know what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's okay or that men should just be out here having sex with different chicks. I'm just saying, think about what I'm talking about, y'all. You hear me? Y'all not designed to operate in that way. You feel me? Y'all not designed to be CEOs, and that's man shit, man. Y'all not designed to build structures of society. Y'all not designed to physically not designed to do it. Ain't no woman construction firms out there. And when I say woman, I mean all women ran. Right? Like Kev used to always say, this is why I respect for my brother Kev. Y'all don't even possess the hand strength to build society. Right? And this is what we talk about: proper structure, order, and design. You feel me? Like I say, for a woman to be able to hold on to her, and listen here, let me say this. Women, y'all should be feminine all the time to all men. What are y'all talking about? If a man is broke, I shouldn't be feminine. This is something we talk about a lot. Y'all cannot turn y'all's femininity on and off, and due to this indoctrination, y'all have been tricked into thinking that y'all somehow can. You think you can?
Like y'all are women. Like,
y'all women.
Like, y'all are women like 24 hours
a day.
Or girl or female.
Female.
You want to call yourself. Like, how do you 50% that? Like,
that is
when you ain't doing shit, you a woman. You know what I mean? Like, you're a woman before anything. So how do you 50% that? Like, how do you explain that to me? Like, what do you do in the 50% where describe the person that you are in the 50% that you're not being feminine? Like,
right.
What is that person?
What the fuck does that look like?
What does that even fucking mean? Like,
okay, so let me say this, Uncle Diggity. Lala Glad, Marine, Nashville, and Selena, Philadelphia. How about y'all hit the link and come up and explain to us what not being fully feminine looks like, and what does that mean?
Yeah,
I would love to hear this. I would love to hear a woman try to sit up here and explain this.
Because I've heard that before. We've all heard that before.
Right.
So I'd like to, as a man, hear a woman explain that to me intelligently.
Right.
What that actually means.
Rationally.
When she says, I can be feminine 50% of the time.
Right.
What I'd like to know is the other 50% of the time that you're not feminine.
Right.
I'd like for you to be able to describe that woman to me, if you can.
Right. This motherfucker. Listen here, Uncle D. We got big trolls in the building tonight. My baby Ashley Mark. Listen, her name is my baby Ashley Mark. She said, "Well, you're not masculine if you can't pay all the bills." That's fuckery. That's bullshit. We laugh at stuff like that, man. That shit might. Listen here. Let me just say this, Uncle D. Listen, saying some shit like that might trigger one of these fuck niggas, man. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read that like I just did and laugh at it like I just did, and on to the next one.
You're basically a kid then if you don't pay any bills, like if you don't pay for anything, then you're a kid.
You feel what I'm saying, OG, man? Listen here, man, Uncle Diggity, listen.
Did like a kid.
Right. So I'm just saying though. So y'all, this is delusion, right? So we got chicks out here who through this indoctrination, because this indoctrination, and what's sad is a lot of y'all don't even realize this indoctrination. Y'all think it's education or equality or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Due to this indoctrination, these chicks been led to think and believe that they can go pursue these prestigious careers, make all this money, be able to make money that men make when they in these prestigious careers and stuff, but still don't have to spend no money and get a man that's going to provide and take care of everything for them. Kev used to speak on this a lot too. That is delusion. And it's the reason why it's delusion, because the whole system is created by Lucifer, Satan, the devil. Totally the father of fucking disorder and confusion. And unless you have the spiritual wherewithal to understand that, you ain't gonna get that. And that's okay. You don't have to. You feel me?
I don't have no sympathy if a woman chooses LSD's path.
Right, at all.
I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna drop the gem in front of you. And it's up to you to do what you gonna do with it. And
free will, baby. Free will, baby.
I know what I'm doing. You know, I got my marching orders and shit. If you want some bullshit, then you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got plenty of case studies probably in your family, women you know, women that's around you and shit like that. Like the evidence is there, but you know, if you think you the fucking smartest can of oil out of all the fucking cans of oil that we, you know, it's what it is. You know
right.
But
right.
In the long run, you're gonna fucking just end up a can of oil like the rest of them, man. So it is what it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? There go the link right there. Look, all y'all chicks that's new, look, welcome. You're all welcome. Listen here, man. When y'all tap over here at A Real Talk, y'all ain't messing with none of these goofy ass niggas on YouTube, man. You messing with real live niggas. You hear me? And we proud to say we niggas. You hear me? But we real men. We real live men over here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Doing real life stuff, man. You hear me? And
y'all motherfuckers scared to go in the backyard at night and shit. So when are you masculine?
That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm really.
We waiting though. What's the girl name? What's your name is, girl? My baby Ashu Mark, Selena Philadelphia, Lala, Glad, goddamn it, Marine Nashville, all of y'all. Hit that link. Please explain to us what 50% of femininity means, man.
Hey man, pull up, man. Oh, girl, we blocking people.
Yeah, who blocked somebody? Who blocked somebody? Who blocked somebody? Stop blocking people, y'all. If anybody blocked anybody, don't do that.
Whoever doing that shit.
Yeah, Blade Monger, don't block nobody, man. Don't do that. Listen, as long as ain't nobody being disrespectful, calling nobody out their name, because I'm watching and seeing everything. I ain't seen nothing that's block worthy up in here yet. So whoever blocking people, don't do that. Right?
Nah, this is a problem we gotta fix.
Yeah. Like I told all y'all chicks out there, y'all be having blood on y'all's mind. That's man shit. Right? And I didn't even know man shit because men don't, you know, men would much rather have a discussion before we get to straight blood.
Yeah.
Everybody want heaven, but nobody want dad.
I ain't took offense to nothing else.
Yeah, I haven't either. So yeah. You know? Yeah, keep lame shit out the chat though, but you know what I'm saying? Lame shit. Now let me tell y'all what lame shit is. Lame shit is disrespect. Lame shit is calling people out of their name or saying racial shit or saying stupid, goofy shit to try to rile people up. And I ain't seen nothing like that yet, though. I know how. Listen here, and this is something I want to tell y'all brothers, man. Right? Don't, and I'm not saying that y'all are, but just walk with me, man. Walk with me in retrospect. Don't be upset or mad at the bitch for being a bitch. And I'm not saying that calling the chick a bitch. I'm just speaking in retrospect here. You know, chicks gonna do what chicks do, man. You know, they come in, they try to, you know what I'm saying, be a little rabble rousers or whatever. You know, that shit don't mean nothing, man. You hear me? That stuff might work. Like I say, that stuff might work when these fuck niggas, y'all be coming into their chat rooms and stuff on YouTube. That shit gets no play over here, man. You dealing with real ones over here, man. We don't, you know what I'm talking about? All that stuff you saying we lame for this. Hey, you can say what you want to say. Nobody offended by that, man.
I'll be a lame. You know what?
Listen here, man. Listen here. I've been called a lot worse by people who I actually really know and care a lot about. So, you know what I'm saying? Say what you will. But if you're going to voice your opinion over here at A Real Talk, have the goddammit ovarian fortitude, right, to hit the goddammit link, you know what I'm talking about, and come and speak your piece. Cam up if you're really real. You understand what I'm saying? All opinions over here at A Real Talk Podcast and A Real Talk Media are welcome. All all opinions are welcome. You're all welcome. I'm okay with having a conversation with anybody about anything it is that I speak about. I know how to handle myself, especially with women, right? So y'all more than likely to call up, to tap in, hit the link, and please defend this. Stop using what's going on in the comment section, because I could turn that shit off, right? Stop allowing the comment section to deter you and using that as a deflect from addressing a direct question, which a lot of y'all females have an issue with, right? A direct question, like my brother said. Explain, hit the link. Explain to us what 50% femininity looks like, because I doubt that you want to deal with a man who's only going to bring 50% of his fucking masculinity to the situation. I don't know, but some of y'all might like that stuff. Some of y'all like feminine dudes. So instead of going off in the comment section trying to cause discord in my comment section, how about you display the ovarian fortitude as a woman that you claim to be? Hit that link and come up and explain what 50% femininity looks like, and what did that mean? What is that? What does that look like?
Yo, I accept that lame Monica. Look. I'll be the one. Go ahead and tell you. Let me come up for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, you chicks today want to call niggas lame, but look at y'all fucking lives. Y'all are actually on internet, on social media accounts, begging men for attention, begging men to come back to the so-called community, begging men to give y'all opportunities to be the stupid, dumbass bitch that y'all want y'all to be. And for what? Y'all still want us to be there so y'all could go ahead and have somebody to join y'all misery with. We are done with that bullshit. And I hate to tell you, for chicks that gotta walk around with different people color hair on, makeup, draw on eyebrows, eyelashes, you gotta wear a body shaper. You gotta get you stupid bitches is down for fucking plastic surgery. How lame can y'all fucking get? But continue, Birch.
Yeah, and when we think about the term lame, you hear me? Shout out to my nigga Blade Margaret. Let me tell y'all this too. People who got wrenches in my comment section got wrenches because I gave it to them. And if they feel you saying something contrary, right, they have the authority to block you. Now, I will be the ultimate deciding factor if you stay blocked, right? Right? But if somebody got a wrench and you got blocked, it's because you didn't probably say something contrary. Now, that don't mean I necessarily think it's contrary, but they thought it was. And due that the fact that I gave them a wrench, they have the right to display that contrary that you might display, and they have the right to do that. And then when it's brought to my attention, then I'll address it, right? That's how we run shit over here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my nigga Blade, man. You know what I'm talking about? My man said ovaries have no fortitude. Oh man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't on all of that though. Everybody's opinion is definitely welcome over here at A Real Talk. That's the reason why I created the platform. I love discussing these conversations, man. I just want for everybody, you know, I notice when I look at YouTube, people be in the comment section talking all that stuff. Listen, man, come and voice your opinion. Hit that link. Speak on it. Your verse be heard. You ain't gonna get over talked. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I ain't gonna do none of that. Now, if you say something contrary, you're gonna get rebuked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because over
I
here,
just don't understand it.
hold
They
on. Let
want
me
to be
say this, Mr. O.
Go ahead,
Let me say this,
go ahead.
Mr. O. Let me say this, brother. And I'm gonna come up for this too, because this is serious right here, man. And I notice this is a lot going on this here YouTube. That's the fault of you fuck niggas out here, right? Who ain't men. Y'all the non-men these bras be talking about. Listen, y'all chicks can come up here and voice your opinion, but you ain't gonna be able to just talk any old type of way. You hear me? You're gonna be in pocket over here at A Real Talk on this camera and in that comment section too. Now, if you say something that's too contrary, I would definitely give it okay to fully rebuke. You hear me? But what I'm saying is it's proper structure and order over here. Women are definitely going to have their say-so and their input. But at the end of the day, the men, decide the factor in the situation as proper structure and order has it, right? You know what I'm saying? And my man said he didn't block you, he only timed you out because you was probably saying something that he felt was contrary, which I would agree with. As I've been looking, it is to a way, but not to my feeling to where I would have timed you out. But he felt the need to do that, so that's all good. He got the authority to do that, right? And this is proper structure, order, and design. When you come over here, A-Real Talk, you're gonna be in pocket. You're gonna be a woman. See, over here, we're gonna hold you to the standard of being a woman that y'all profess to be. And I know that a lot of y'all are not women because y'all don't hit that link and come up here and talk. I'm not saying if you don't do that, that's not that you're not a woman. I understand some of y'all might be at work right now. Some of y'all might got a dude and y'all just talking and y'all on the phone and he don't even know about it. I don't know, whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to right, coming on these platforms and voicing your opinion, which women shouldn't be doing too much of any goddamn way. Women don't feel the need to voice their opinion overtly, right? So if you are going to voice your opinion, like I say, have the ovarian fortitude to come up here and defend that which you say, especially when you say some stupid contrary shit like 50% femininity. What the hell is that? Explain that. Right. My man 22, what's up with 222 Smell? What's up with you? He said relationships are for squares.
I agree.
And I agree, though. There's nothing wrong with being a square. It's hip to be a square. Square is 360 degrees. Did y'all know that? Like a circle. So what's the difference? Huh? Right? You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being a square. Square is out of trouble, not in the penitentiary. Minding your business, building, establishing wealth. You hear me? Saving money, creating generational wealth, raising your children.
Oh, that's lame, Verge. That's lame. That's lame.
And let me get back to that because I never touched on that. Lame simply means unknown. And y'all know how we do it over here at A-Real Talk, right? So if we're going to talk about it, right? Let's go. Lame. Right? We got to get to it. Lame, especially of an animal, unable to walk without difficulty as the result of an injury or illness affecting the leg or foot, of something intended to be entertaining and uninspiring and dull, make a person or animal lame. Right? What would it say right here? Of a person naive or socially inept. Right? Right. So when we talk about lame, right? Lame just basically mean to be unknown. You know, not equipped to do something. Right? This is why I tell y'all to look up what these words mean, man, so y'all can know what y'all saying, though. Because, you know, when we think about lame, lame don't necessarily mean corny. Lame don't necessarily mean not cool. Right? Lame don't necessarily mean that it's not popping. Yeah, that 50-50 shit is super lame.
Period.
Like my man Uncle Diggity say, man, it's 100 or nothing less. Nothing, you hear me? Or nothing. When you come to listen here, man, you get with a real woman, you get with a real man, you understand me, and understand a man's financial status does not determine his status as a man, as far as him being a man. God damn it, if I was broke, on my dick, homeless, I'm still a fucking man. You hear me, Uncle Diggity, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm still a fucking man. You hear me? Matter of fact, I'm not a man, I'm the man. You hear me? We're going to figure it out. As a man, I'm going to figure it out. You hear me? I done been up, down, man. I'm a man. I'm going to figure it out every single trip. See, the thing is to get it to where you remain up. And not so much as up as high, but, you know, equilibrium. Right? But the thing is with this whole 50-50 ideology is that, you know what I'm saying, we equate a man's ability to be a man with his financial status. And due to the structure of the system, right? As a man, you have to be able to provide. But this very system is set up to where it doesn't make for all, it's not equally available for all men to provide in the way that, you know, the top tier, so to speak, of man can. Right? So that's proper, that's not proper structure and order right there. You hear me? Because a lot of y'all chicks, due to this indoctrination, y'all not willing to live off of what we consider meager earnings. Imagine you having to live under a family of just you and your man, no children, making off of 60 grand a year. And most men don't make that. Most men make somewhere between 40 and 50K a year that's working overtime. Right? Average. How many of y'all women is going to live off of that? In this current society, it's not possible to provide for a whole family off of that, unless y'all living by very meager means. You hear me? Which is not necessarily a bad thing. See, this is all part of the societal indoctrination and manipulation of needs versus wants. We got to have a certain lifestyle. What'll happen if they turn all these goddamn lights off and shit? We're going to see who really needs who and who's important. And if somebody's fucking financial status matters, they cut these goddamn lights off. See, that's a lot of thing. That's the thing that a lot of y'all don't even think about, even some of you dudes out there. You hear me? How many of y'all can survive without electricity? How many of y'all know how to hunt if you had to for your food? How many of y'all women know how to do that? Truth is, most of us would be fucked. Right?
Yep.
And to be even more honest with you, men, right, would naturally go back to their masculinity, and their natural masculinity will come out, and, you know, we will naturally fall back in the proper structure and order, right? So think about the current system and why it was put in place. Right. You hear me? So when we talk about what we talk about, this whole 50-50 thing, it's demonic when you think about it. You hear me? Because it goes against proper order and structure. Women weren't even designed to work as in the aspect of men is as far as being providers. Y'all weren't designed to be providers, especially to families financially. Y'all wasn't designed to be out there, you know what I'm saying, doing man's work in the field. We got to take it back to the roots if we're going to talk about it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, the physical structure is not designed to build society. You understand that? And when it comes to 50-50 equality with the money and all of that, though, y'all just don't want to do the jobs that really maintain the structure of society. The same society you say that that you don't need. The men that built and maintained the society, y'all don't need them. And that is part of the delusion. We got my man Sticks in the building, my man Joseph Hutcherson. That's my young brethren. What's good with you, man? You know what I'm talking about? See, this is the mind fuckery that we be talking about right here. This is the delusion. You know what I'm saying? This damn Khazarian Rand system then tricked y'all into thinking that y'all could somehow do the things men do. Right? Understand the difference in being able to do something and being designed to do something. You hear me, Uncle Diggity, man? Understand the difference between having the ability to do something, but being designed to do something. Right?
I mean, they have the ability to, you know, I foresee the future and shit. I see a lot of layoffs and shit. I see a lot of proud motherfuckers that's talking real greasy and shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
probably running into something in the near future and shit like that, and being permanently replaced by some shit. So
right. I'll keep
once it's all said and done, and like you said, motherfucker might have to hunt or grow some shit or whatever the fuck the case may be, the situation calls for. Are you motherfuckers equipped for that shit, man? And the answer is no. You gotta fucking the man takes charge, especially in a point in time like that where it gets real primitive and shit like that.
Right.
Now y'all forced to stay home and look after the seeds and wait on us to bring back whatever the fuck it is and shit. So, you know, motherfuckers just don't be thinking, bro.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, Uncle D. This is what I'll be talking. We gotta get to the crux and to the roots of this situation, man. And this is why this indoctrination has been set in place, because as y'all see, winter is here. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
And like I always refer to the dystopian imagery and symbology that they put into our psyche. The Walking Dead. Prime example, The Walking Dead. If something like that were to occur, you see what would happen.
Hold
on. Or what could possibly potentially happen. What I say by that is that what my man Uncle Diggity said, when it come back to the primitive things, right, which is slowly but surely emerging, as y'all see. You might want to deny it, you know what I'm saying? But as y'all see, you know, it's about to get cold out here. Go ahead, Mr.
No, I was gonna say not only The Walking Dead. Remember when AM had said, "Man, do we all remember that show? I mean, the movie The Road." That's more like it right there. More like that. Can y'all chicks really know how to survive in a nuclear holocaust in a post-apocalyptic world where everybody is the ops? Ain't nobody about to be holding hands and saving no dames. See, they don't want to go. They don't want to be in a world like that for real, bro. It's bad enough us men know this. We inherently know this, like we on our own. Unless we got our real ones, thorough ones that we know go on, take our back, cover our six. We out here by ourselves. But for some reason, these women think that everybody's out there to save their ass.
Right. And I always got to bring it back to this because, like I said, you know what I mean? Y'all not designed to. All the money, listen here. And this is why I say y'all need to go watch that Handmaid's Tale, because that's a beautiful depiction of this dichotomy right here, man. If such a society was to emerge, man, right? Or even if you made it to be a CEO or whatever the situation may be, right? You know what I'm saying? In such a society, all that would go out the window. And let's think about the purge. Let's think about that. If you are a woman with all this money, how are you going to protect that shit when this shit is starting to go to shit like how it is right now? How are you going to protect all this financial gain you was able to amass throughout your lifetime in the process of becoming basically psychologically a man, right? How y'all going to protect that? Because when they cut these lights off of her, zombies take over, oh man, you got to protect that. I see y'all with all y'all colorful guns and all that shit out there, man. That shit look real cute. Green. That shit look real cute. All them fluorescent colored guns, thinking they a fashion accessory and shit. That's real cute. You hear me? It's very cute.
Warfare kick off, you ain't gonna be able to hide good with that motherfucker. They gonna see a pink fucking a pink pistol emerge from the fucking shadows and shit.
You know what I'm talking about? And just to be honest with y'all, minus regardless or contrary to movies like The Woman King and all of that stuff, y'all not designed to be warriors, right?
Yeah. That's just not a reality.
It's not reality whatsoever, man. There's no female warrior class that had any real dominance anywhere in history.
Even when you mentioned the Walking Dead and shit, I thought of the black lady character that motherfucker.
Michonne.
Yeah, Michonne.
Yeah, that's
with swords and shit.
Come
like,
on.
What the fuck? I mean, come on. Nah, man. Nah.
You gotta live in reality, for the lack of a better term, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I be talking about, y'all. And this is where y'all's femininity will, goddamn it, flourish back to its original state. See, in a primitive world, femininity will be y'all's superpower. Huh? So, like I said, one of y'all women, or should I say females, because like I say, and that's why, like, we got real women in attendance. We got T Cupcake in the building. Why would a woman want to do what men do? That's stupid. I don't want that.
Because they want the same freedom and perks that they think we have. They think we have perks in life. That's why they call it male privilege back in the so-called feminist movement. They thinking that we actually want to wake up at the crack of dawn just to go ahead and get our bodies prepared to do another 30 years of back then back-breaking labor and shit like that. But now it went from back-breaking labor to working excruciating long hours at work. Like literally. People was now made to work 40 hours a fucking week. But here we are working damn near 70 hours a week just to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So the wear and tear, both mentally, physically, and a lot of people don't even think about this. All that work on you, and you're not moving up in the world, you don't feel like you're actually growing. That actually break down your fucking spirit. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers be so damn depressed. They put all that time and energy and effort in college to get that degree, only to find out 10 years later that they ain't moving up like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. And if they somehow are able to, if they somehow have the wherewithal to go to college for a degree that actually matters and actually, will create a situation where they can make lots of money, like infrastructure or engineering or something like that, or finance or something like that, which most of y'all chicks absolutely do not do, right? In the process of being in that environment, as a female, you're going to lose a lot of what makes you a woman, which is your femininity, because that's man shit. Being a CEO, being a boss, being in corporate America is man shit. It's the reason why they start letting women into that, though, right? Y'all got to be able to have the foresight to be able to understand that, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Verge. Hey, I got a question. So remember early in the stream, let's now we focused on the women and the men. Let's talk about how the government's involvement in this the play that destroyed the relationships. It was the government's idea to put in both our heads that like two incomes is better than one.
Right.
And now we have and now we got a situation now that we got that you need 4 incomes just to survive.
Right. 5, 6, goddamn. You hear me, Uncle Diggity? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have down there 5, 6 incomes nowadays, man. And I'm telling y'all right now, man, we come back up. Y'all see what's happening, man. You hear me? This is the reason why they show us the imagery and stuff they show us, man. And I bring up stuff like The Walking Dead and The Handmaid's Tale, you know what I'm saying, just to show y'all and, you know what I mean, you know, give you an idea what could possibly potentially happen. And outside of that, right, what actually is happening. You feel me? We're starting to see a lot of these corporations, they're consolidating. A lot of these corporations are laying people off. Y'all see what happened during the lockdown situation.
Hey, Verge, guess who mainly laying people off after guaranteeing and promising a particular group some financial stability in their company or their endeavors? Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs promised the B-Dub they was gonna give her X amount of billions of dollars, and which my boy O'Heen had did the math. That means if y'all was gonna give X amount of billions of dollars to what 1 million African American women, that means 1 million African American women only gonna get $10,000 a damn piece. How y'all like that when y'all want to run talking about Goldman Sachs giving us jobs and everything? What they gonna do for y'all black guys? Bitch, they don't give you but $10,000. You could got a PPP loan for that.
Man, that ain't about shit.
Ain't about nothing at all, man. See, this is what I'm saying right here with the delusion, though, man. How many of y'all know who Goldman Sachs is, man? And I don't mean, you know, of course we know there are financial whatever. I'm talking about the Sachs and Goldman families. See, this is what I'm saying, man, and this is why men are needed, because, you know, women don't tend to even look at stuff from that aspect. You know, not realizing that Goldman Sachs is using y'all for cheap too, right? In order to do exactly what's happening. And this is all falling into that whole false sense of power, illusory sense of power, right? I don't need no man. I hate when I hear women say that, man. It vexes my soul when I hear that, because it's so contradictory. It's so diluted in thought to think that as a woman that you can literally live, that you do not need a man when your whole existence is based off of what men do or don't do.
I ain't even finna fight for him, bro. I mean, shit,
me either.
Like if you got that in your mentality and you feel like that, a nigga out of bounds anyway for trying to plant seed in you anyway.
Right.
That's soil tainted. So
super tainted.
If you believe that, because genealogy and all of that shit is real, and fucking all of the shit that you pass down and shit like that, that's just a real fucking thing. So I wouldn't even entertain planting my seed in something like that. Even if she did it and tried to bounce back off of the shit, like, nah, you got something written, you got deceit written into your lining, so I'm good.
You said deceit written into your lining. You hear me? Your whole genetic structure.
I mean, we all got deceit written into the lining, but yours may be a little too prevalent for my taste and shit.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to try to. I wouldn't want to have to teach one of those kind of kids, or trying to, you know, gamble and hope the kid got my common sense and shit like that. Like I wouldn't entertain it.
Right. Not at all. And this is where we get this whole thing going on now. You know, so this is where we get the passport bros from and all this other stuff going on, man. You feel me? Which is totally out of structure. You know, in certain aspects. But you know what I mean? What I'm gonna say about the whole passport bro thing, because this plays into what we're talking about at some point. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it's different aspects to that too. You know, you got some dudes, you got some of these guys who, you know, they go overseas, they basically just straight tricking. Straight, you know what I'm saying, on some freaky stuff, you know, and that's true. But, you know, the overwhelmingly mass majority of guys, they just, you know, they ain't creeps. They just really is tired of dealing with y'all bros for the most part, man. And they want feminine women. And the actuality of the reality is that, you know, when you go to these other places, you know, the women tend to be a little more feminine than over here, and especially in America, but in Western society around the world. Right? Which isn't just exclusive to America. Mind you, this Western ideology spreads across the globe. You know what I'm saying? But there are regions of the world where, you know what I'm saying, this whole, you know what I'm saying, feminism thing is just doesn't apply. You know what I'm saying? And where you're going to find a lot of countries that don't have this ideology, this Western thing, what you're going to find is that, you know, the structure of the society is solid. You know, it might have its, you know, it's inconsistency like everything do, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, things are in their proper order and design. And then, you know, there's not a lot of things we have over here in America. We don't have, you go to these other countries, they don't have a lot of single mothers. Right? They don't have a lot of bastard children. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have, goddamn it, most of them welfare systems. You hear me? So y'all need to understand how much in this to see women in other countries that's not Western, they understand their role. They understand they're not equal to men. They understand their role as women in society. And they're okay with that. Matter of fact, they wouldn't want to no other way. They don't want to take on the responsibility of a man having to do what a man does. And not only that, they also know that when it comes to working, and they have the what I'm going to say, the righteous aspect of a 50-50, we're going to say, relationship. You know what I'm saying? They can go to work and make money, but understand that when they come home, they still got to do their womanly duties. See, when y'all hear that 50-50 over here, that means, just like the girl was saying earlier in the chat, you got you do the dishes and cook, and you cook after the y'all see that I'm talking about? That's that bullshit right there, man. How about like in other countries, they understand this. The man he does his man thing, and the woman does his woman thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the man don't cook. You know, he might throw some food on the grill. You know what I'm saying? But you know, most of the cooking is probably gonna be done by the woman, right? Even though she goes to work and contributes to the household financially. It's all about proper structure, order, and design, right? And over here in Western society has been made, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You know, we have what we have. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all chicks equate this 50-50 aspect with equality. And in all actuality, and my man Uncle Diggity can speak on this, relationships ain't about equality, especially marriage. Ain't shit equal about marriage. The hell?
Yeah, I don't see them as my equal.
Got their part, man.
That's the only thing that's equal is we gonna play our parts.
Play our part.
Right? That doesn't mean equals authority. And that's what I'm saying. That's due to the indoctrination. That's automatically associated with it. Y'all got it in your mind. Most of y'all chicks have in your mind that if I got to pay financially half, right, that means I got half authority. No, absolutely not. Totally contrary.
I mean, because I could pay every motherfucking thing, like
right.
No problem and shit, but I don't want to start to have a disdain for you because of that. You know what I mean, same thing.
Oh, too late for me. I'm past it. I'm sorry. Too late for me.
If she got to pay for everything for a dude, she gonna eventually start to have disdain for him. So, you know, realistically, you a grown ass motherfucking woman or man. You don't want to do anything broke, especially be in a fucking relationship. So,
right.
If you got to come up off of money, which you are going to have to do, because if this is life and we're living it together, like, relationship doesn't mean free ride. It doesn't mean fucking one person pour into this other person. The relationship is two entities that are involved with each other, that are intertwined with each other and shit. So, you know, if all you doing is blood sucking and shit, man, you dead weight out here, man.
Super
like,
dead weight.
Ain't no man going for that shit. Like, it's hard enough out here on us as it is, as black men and as black women and shit. So, you know, like I said, if you choose motherfucking LSD, that's gonna be a lonely ass motherfucking path that you walking, because that's all that shit is. I mean,
and understand this. When y'all embrace feminism and haven't even embraced femininity, that is the path of LSD.
Yep. Lucifer, Satan, and the goddamn devil.
Jezebel spirit running rampant, man. You hear me? Even amongst you niggas.
Hell, I'm gonna go.
A lot of you niggas is consumed and oppressed, suppressed, and regressed. You understand me? Impressed by the Jezebel spirit, man.
Oh, Ahab ass niggas. No, I'll go a little bit further too, Verge. Man, look, they only got the Jezebel spirit. They got to go we really gotta go ahead and tell them, like, these chicks are not really like Jezebel. These chicks are Gomer. They are Gomer. They are just a walk-in whore that they want to be. And they want us to be Hosea. They want us to basically, because God told Hosea he had to mess with a 304 because the children of Israel treated him like a 304. So it is what it is.
Let me get a woman in unplugged moment right quick.
Right, go ahead, talk to him, Uncle Diggity.
So black women, y'all are the most fucking polluted and the most corrupted beings basically on this earth right now. The American black woman, the Western society black woman, Western woman period, but Western black woman more than anything. So you're the most corrupted and polluted being. This is with reason to that, because you guys fucking produce or have the capability to produce some of the smartest, strongest fucking beings on the face of the earth, stronger and better than all other nations and shit. So in order for these societies to come forth and dominate you, they gotta fucking pollute you. It's gonna start with you. So all of the fucking bad shit that you try to embrace and shit, that's Western culture, what you would consider a perk and what you rely on to live your life and shit like that. Like, we have our fucking instruction. I mean, like, we have our instruction. If you follow the instruction, you can create the fucking world, whatever world you're dreaming of in your head that you feel like you really should be living, but you're not, and you're in your own way and you don't realize it. Allow me to tell you that you have to stop being in your own way. You have to put more respect on your soil. Like I said, you guys produce some of the fucking strongest, most intellectual, smartest motherfucking beings on the place of the earth, on the face of the earth. So you have to take into consideration your motherfucking job here on this motherfucking earth. Your job is not to go and do this on your own. Your job's not to fucking embody all of the traits of a man and try to be a woman, you know, or a man that has a period every month and shit like that. Like that's too much. You guys have a specific purpose. The order is God, man, woman, child. God sends the blessings down to the man who's taking care of his family. He puts him in a position to be the man that you want him to be. In turn, you turn around and take care of the children, which is you and everything else in the fucking house. And to invert that, we're not supposed to really invert these things, but we can invert this politely. The children would go first, then pass it to the mom. The children give the mom purpose. Children always run to their mom. They always, you know, y'all the first teachers and shit. Right. So the child gives the woman purpose. The woman, in turn, gives the man purpose. She preps him to go out and face the fucking world, to go and battle the demons, whatever he got to do so that he can make a way. So in turn, when all of that works in tandem, we treat it like a resume. We package it all together and we present this to God so God can approve it and send down our next batch of blessings. And we just keep doing that back and forth the whole fucking time. That's the order right there. All of this other shit, you know, let that shit go, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let that little weak ass shit go. Like I say, we got to get back to proper structure, order, and design. Like I'm gonna always say, you know what I'm saying? And like I always say as well too, we got to get back to our proper roles, man. You know what I'm saying? All of this pursuing, like I say, and when you are endeavoring and pursuing this illustrious careers, being a boss bitch or a boss chick, you're going to lose everything that makes you a woman and actually gives you your value and make you valuable. You know what I'm saying? You're going to psychologically become a male, not necessarily a man. And that's the illest aspect of it right there. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all think about that, though, you know, like I say, this system was put in place to separate that. Separate you from that which you naturally are. Psychological transgenderism. And think about this, LSD, he is the prime transformer because he is a shapeshifter. Very serpentine. You hear me? Right? So understand what I'm saying when I just said what I just said, man. You know what I mean? And you know that's right.
This end of time thing, man, they like bid on it hook, line, and sinker though. Like, I guess it was carefully calculated. I mean, if men would have never left the house or got pushed out or left or whatever the story is, and right. Shit, if men would have never left the house, how fucking, you know, on point and fucking informed would these households be right now? Like, we'd be like a whole 1,000 years ahead of everybody if we would have held all of these fucking households together and motherfucking had like strong family structure and shit and good community and shit.
Generational wealth.
Nigga, we would be so far ahead of motherfuckers right now. Like, that's why it's a 24-hour job to keep us back and shit, because it's very important that y'all motherfuckers that's gonna be here, man, that's fucking 20 whatever 5 and under and shit like that, man, it's very important that we start to fix this shit. We can start with people that are my age and shit like that. I'm doing whatever I can to lead by example and shit like that. But it's very important that we start to fucking put that energy back out there and shit. Everybody ain't gonna just fucking, you know, we approaching a whole new situation, but we gonna have to hold on to some value, man, approaching this new situation. If not, man, it's gonna be all bad out here, man. It's gonna be real. I mean, it's already fucked up, but you know, to go into a new game and you ain't even fucking finished the last game and shit the right way and shit, and you going into a new one like you really just, you know, you know, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Yeah, it's a serious situation, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Beautiful conversation tonight, man. My brother, Mr. O, man. Or should I hold on, my brother, Uncle Diggity, man. In closing, in your closure, brother, please leave us with some words of wisdom.
Man, just y'all try your hardest to keep the order and shit, man. Ladies, y'all
keep the structure of the temple, man.
Keep the structure of the motherfucking temple, man. Fellas do the same thing. You know, we gonna have to let go of some of these vices and shit and start really getting real with each other, man. Especially we adults out here, like let go of the childish, motherfucking foolish behaviors and shit. Let go of that shit because we got a real responsibility out here, man. These people trying to kill us, man.
Right. That's a fact.
So, you know, in one way or another. And really all it takes is us pulling together and forming our shit and protecting each other and sticking together, man. I mean, shit, if they want the drama, we here. I mean, shit, it ain't like we just gonna all run and go somewhere. So we stronger together, man.
Definitely stronger together. Definitely stronger together. And contrary to popular opinion and views and belief, you know, that's what we all about over here at A Real Talk Podcast. But we also are about proper order and structure, right? Which is why
ain't no need in being a pile of idiots.
Yeah, man, that's just stupid.
Let's be structured. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's open up. Let's hear people out.
Right.
You know, because that's the only way it's gonna work and shit, man. We have to try something different. What we done did up to this point
ain't been working.
It ain't been working. Let's just, you know, we should have hit 2023, nigga. We are 23 years into the 2000s. So, you know, we'll be at 2050 in a minute, bro. 2040, 2050 and shit. Like
you in Agenda 2030 is right in our face.
You know what I mean? I don't want us to be that fucked up, man. I don't want us to be that behind and we got fucking common sense. I know some of us got fucked up condition or whatever we brought up in and whatever indoctrinations we didn't took on from television or college or whatever the case may be. But the reality of it is, man, when all of that shit don't matter, because it'll come to a point where none of that shit even matters.
Right.
We're going to be left with each other. So we need to be real with each other on that note, man. Other than that, everybody have a good night, man. Salute Verge, Mr. O, everybody in the chat, man.
You already know Uncle Diggity, my brother.
Uncle Diggity.
You, brother.
Yes, no sir. Diggity, no doubt.
Yeah, man. My brother, Mr. O, my Joe from Chicago. What it do, man? Go ahead and leave us with some last words before we go ahead and get on up out of here, man.
Yeah, well, again, salute to you, Verge. Allowing me to come onto your gracious platform. One of the best
podcasts. Brother, you're always welcome, brother. You're always welcome.
No, I want to get this out. Like, you got one of the best up-and-coming podcasters on any platform right now, bro. You don't just stick to one thing.
Brother. I appreciate that. We grinding and growing, like my brother Red Supreme say, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I mean, and shout out to Red and shout out to all the guys of the Manosphere that gave me the inspiration to go ahead and continue making content. I ain't gonna lie, I be besides being busy with work, you know, I'm still doing the IMS thing, you know, doing the film emphasis, whatnot. Be on the lookout for Mr. O original documentaries. Now, I want to go ahead and contribute to the space of the Manosphere by making good content of movies and documentaries. I want to see I want to see us making shows on the material that we've been talking about on these streets for the last 10 years. I want to see our shows on Tubi, on Apple TV. You know what I'm saying? That way we ain't got to go ahead and accept the garbage that this Hollywood weird motherfuckers keep on giving to us. Specifically 50-50. Now, 50-50 has been part of the so-called American culture since the baby boomers have been in inception since the late 60s, early 70s. with movies and music. Now, these are grandparents now that don't even want to admit that 50-50 shit was bullshit, and y'all making these Gen X's and us millennials suffer with y'all delusional grandeur of the 50-50. No, no, no. She did not contribute half of the money to the household like that. Not all the time, because either A, she wants you to be a man, or B, she was selfish as fuck and don't want to give up anything at all. And we see how the divorce rates have increased since then. But what happened? Happy wife, happy life, or 50-50. And you can't win as a man. So I don't have to tell you niggas, y'all gonna have to do like when y'all was kids. Remember when the boys, they didn't want you to play with them, or you couldn't play that video game, but you had the ball or you had the game, and they want to let you play, or they doing some bullshit? What did you do, Verge? You took your ball.
Hold on. Say that again.
Let's say that you went into with some guys and you all playing basketball. You brought the ball, but everybody else want to play bullshit with you with the ball. So what would you do? You take your damn ball and you go home, right? Now, now I'm gonna paint a different picture. For the last 4+ decades, American women, but more specifically the beat up, has basically giving her ass to you to kiss. You really can't do nothing right, and you can do everything wrong. So I'm telling you, black man, with your passport, or if you want to stay here in America, you ain't got to go outside America. You want to go ahead and stay in this country. I want y'all to stay and say in these bitches' faces like, look, I don't need 50-50. I'd rather do 100 or 0. Either you gonna give me a 100, I'll give you my 100, but you ain't trying to give me nothing, shawty, I ain't giving you shit.
Definitely.
And I want to see who's gonna last longer. Because if it's bad if one man like myself doing that, imagine in the future 100,000 men, and that 100,000 men influence another 100,000 men. In a minute, you're gonna have 1 million men. And guess what? What will happen when 1 million men got an agenda of all the same kind? They could shift a culture. They could change a society. Right?
That's a fact.
Yeah. They don't want that day. They don't want that day. They want to keep their cushy little office jobs in the air conditioning or in the heat right now, like we in Chicago, making that little 55K until they hit that that financial ceiling where they ain't gonna never make that much money ever again, and gonna start losing money in their twilight years around 45 and 50. And that's when they want to come to the good free thing of black man that already got his shit together, that he had to get out the mud without your help. That was really that 50-50 bullshit. That 50-50 bullshit was to see if we could trust you. At least I see you putting most part, especially your money and your time, I could trust. But look, now we in a day and age, look, either I could love you or I could trust you. I refuse to do both.
You know, and
I ain't got that much love. I ain't got that much love in me, but that's all I can give you because I refuse to trust you.
Hey, that's where it's at with a lot of guys nowadays, man. And that's, you know, to some extent, that's you know, it's kind of sad, man. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be fair around the board, man. I see the fallacy in that, but I also see the if you would, sense in that as well too, to an extent, man. So you know what I'm saying? And like I say, Mr. O, it all stems back to proper structure and order, man. You know what I'm saying? And being as that's not how it is in our current modern society, as they say. You know, this is the reason why the way it is. But the solution to it all is to get back to proper order, structure, and design. You know what I'm saying? God, man, woman, child. You know, and until we get back to that, you know what I'm saying? And what I will say is that I see a lot of women that are actually, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I encourage them to speak up. There's a lot of women out there who actually want to be women and want to be under the leadership and authority of men. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the healing process, like my brother Uncle Diggity said. And, of course, over here at A Real Talk Podcast, we solution-based. So, you know, we all about getting back to proper structure and order. And I'm telling you right now, the only way to do that, the only way to do that is God, man, woman, child. So my brother, Mr. O, man, thank you for sorting through. Like I said, you know, you always welcome to come up on the demonstration, or should I say the situation, the platform, brother. You already know. You already
also,
know.
I got some content. I also got some content. I'm about to go ahead and break down. Master P, I just did an interview with my boy Nino Brown. He basically,
I was watching that earlier.
yeah, bro. Yo, he dropped some gems. And my whole thing is, I'm jumping 2 joints off that particular video. The first of that video is actually what I'm gonna go ahead and tell you niggas to do now. Look, I am a practitioner of the Bible. I live by it. I believe in the whole entirety, the whole contradictions and all. But there's another book that I follow by because it helped me through this time. It's called the 48 Laws of Power, bro. And one of my favorite laws out of that book, I believe, is Law 36. It says, and I quote, disdain the things that you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. I think a lot of black men, yeah, I think a lot of black men or men in America in general need to adopt that law and practice it. I disdain the community. I disdain Thuggo. I even disdain the lame corporate America looking nigga. I disdain him. Because only thing they're gonna tell me is, oh man, I'm a man. I don't need to band up with you, nigga. And that's why we will continue losing. Because niggas like you think you're gonna be the only good man in the fucking community, huh? You think you're gonna be the only better man in the whole entire community? You gonna think you're gonna get all the bitches, huh? You think they're gonna look at you different than all the rest of us niggas? But I had to tell you, when they look at one of us niggas that ain't shit, they think all of us niggas ain't shit. So. Again, I disdain any person or woman that call me ain't shit nigga. I'll be like, I don't even know you. But no, you ain't my woman. Y'all ain't been my woman in the last 400 years. I mean, we could delegate. We can even still populate. But the thing about trust, oh no, never again, never again. I go and trust as far as I can throw you. And unfortunately, y'all too big to throw. But peace, Verge. I'm gone.
All right, then, my nigga. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Ho, man, my young graduate, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, y'all, man. Proper structure order, man. You hear me? Proper structure and order, man. That nigga silly as hell, ain't he, Uncle Diggity, man? Yeah, man. Dope show tonight, though, man. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate everybody coming out, man. Even all the new little chicks that came through but didn't want to come up on the panel and defend that bullshit they were talking about some 50% femininity. What the hell is that? It's funny as hell. This is why I say y'all's opinions don't matter, right? This is why I say this. What y'all think, what y'all opinions are, they don't matter until we decide they have importance. Right? Because y'all say stupid, goofy shit like that and don't even explain it. And I'm too well versed and experienced with women to think that y'all doing it just to be silly. No, some of you goofy ass bras really think like that. This is y'all's logic, and it's sad because y'all presiding over children. A lot of y'all, and y'all teaching y'all's little boys this very same thing, and wonder why they grow up to be these fuck niggas that y'all be complaining about. Right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, shit, well, you know. Oh, but we do. Right? Understand this. Right? You are not your opinions. You are not your beliefs. That is what you are. That's not who you are. So understand and use foresight when I say that's why I say what y'all think, what your opinions are, don't matter. And also be able to have the foresight to understand what I mean when I say that. Right? Not saying that, like I always say, not saying that women don't have anything valuable to say or add. Of course y'all do. That's y'all's purpose and design. All I'm saying is it doesn't matter to the men validated. And that's just something that's part of proper structure, order, and design. God, right? God pours into man that which is him, right? The man guides, or the God guides man spiritually. In turn, men guide the women spiritually. Right? Now that's proper structure and order right there. Not the other way around. Right? Women inspire, motivate. Don't get that confused with guiding or leading or having authority over. Right? Proper structure, order, design, y'all, man. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight, man. You hear me? Yeah, man. I would have loved for one of them chicks to come up here and explain to us what it looked like to be showing 50% femininity. That's a lie from the pit of hell right there. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. Go subscribe to the Patreon, man. You know what I'm talking about? This is definitely going to the Patreon right here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm about to go get give me a couple of external hard drives, and I'm about to do $1 download, man. I'm about to be taking a lot of stuff off of YouTube, man, coming into 2023. You did. A lot of this stuff is a little too exclusive for YouTube, man. You hear me? Well, I'll keep most of my stuff up, though. You know, when you up and coming, you know what I'm talking about? You got to give the people some work. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them some product. You know what I mean? You got to keep the spot bunking. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the spot jumping. You got to keep that doorbell ringing. You know what I'm talking about? You did. Thank you all for coming out tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow night, you already know we going in. I'm about to make the post for it right now. Me and my brother L's going in. You already know this. We're going to be, I don't know, man. That damn weather, I don't know, y'all, man. You hear me? It's depending on how they, how good they prepared these streets and stuff. We're going to be at E&E Studios at my brother King L's crib. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Christmas weekend this Sunday. Me and my pops definitely going in. Christmas Day. Spiritual roots of Christmas. Let's go. You hear me? We got a beautiful week of shows coming up next week. You already know, man. Content galore. Actual content. Not the non-content that y'all seeing out here on this YouTube. You know what I'm saying? These bras come, you know what I mean? Lead coming on these fuck niggas panels and shit. You be letting these chicks just say anything and all that crazy stuff, man. Not over here at A Real Talk, man. You're gonna be a woman over here, man. You're gonna know your role. You're gonna shut your mouth. Facts though. I'm laughing, I'm joking, but I'm dead ass serious too. You hear me? And women know that. Notice that y'all see the women in here who are modded up, right? Notice that they stay in pocket. Notice that when chicks come in here trying to rabble rouse, they don't engage them disrespectfully. They don't engage in exchanging foul language and arguing with anonymous chicks who we don't even know if y'all really chicks behind avatars and names. Notice that the women in here stay in pocket. They address you, and once they realize you may be on some BS, they just ignore you or they'll just oblige you respectfully. And that's what women do. Women don't feel the need to give their opinion amongst men conversing, overtly anyway. You know, let that be a lesson for y'all females professing to be women out there. You know, you're going to conduct yourself like a goddamn lady over here at A Real Talk. You hear me? You're going to speak when spoken to, and you ain't going to speak out of turn. And when a man is talking, you're going to be quiet. You hear me? Maybe that's why a lot of y'all don't like coming up on this panel, because y'all hear that voice of authority. You hear me? Right? Yeah. I'm going to leave y'all with this joint right here, man. Once again, man, thank y'all for coming out. You dig? Tap in with us tomorrow night. We're going in. Me and my brother King L's E&E Fridays. You know what I'm talking about? Friday night wrap up. Oh, it's a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow, right? Current events, trending topics. You know what I'm saying? 2023, we getting back to proper order, structure, and design. God, man, woman, child, right? You already know, Blade Monger, man. You already know, brethren. You feel me? We in the building. We in the building. Thanks, y'all, for coming out tonight, man, y'all. Yeah. Stacks with the facts. Stacks with the facts. Immediately. The real real contender, real contender. You know, we be manipulated into thinking that we're so different in our reality. The things that we allow to separate us, man, are the very same things that can unite us all. What we gonna do, y'all? We all want. It's time for us to wake up. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. When I was sitting in prison, I had the illest visions. Waking up in Coach West, thought I was really tripping. I'm getting letters from Adrian saying I miss you, brother. I'm getting God body books sent to me by my mother. It's funny how you don't realize till you get locked away. How many years you wasted just was in the way. Many you call, only a few get chosen though. The short grid is now here, but it ain't over though. They gotta try to divide us and keep us separated. But if we all come together, we could never be caged. I'm trying to bring all us together, my sister and brethren. Ain't no difference between us, we each other's reflection. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. You in Agenda 2030, it's right in our face. Coronavirus got us all with masks on our face. We get a losing of choice from public politicians. And the black boule, they control our position. You know they give us our leaders, tell us to follow them. They separate and divide us because it profits them. They climate action, resilient plans and weaponized weather. They playing us like a hawk, and we should all know better. GMO foods, and you know they put poison in our water. The prison system take fathers away from sons and daughters. I'm trying to clear out the path that lead us from the slaughter. I don't just do it for me, I do this shit for all us. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all because it's all illusions. No difference between us because I am you and you and me. Everything is us and we are everything. Everything. Stacks with the facts. E&E. 2020 takeover. The real contender. Realize that we are all one. I'm a reflection of you. You a reflection of me. We are a reflection of we.